But yeah, in theory, why I say in theory, but it is happening. Whenever Mary is like ready to play Fortnite, I'm gonna just temporarily pivot to Fort. And then whenever she like inevitably goes to play like Valorant or whatever the fuck else game she's gonna play, we'll come back to this. Pepe Nodders. Hello?
Oh, do you think the others are making good progress? Hope it's all going smoothly. Oh, hey look! They made it back as well! Prince, Llama! How did it all go?
All is well, thank you. Nefer and Yehoda had to stay at the curatorium to wrap things up, so they won't be joining us for now.
I ran into Miss Anefa and Miss Aino on the way back. Their work is still in progress, so I suspect they won't be back for a while either.
You seem rather cheerful today, Mr. Flintz.
I certainly am. I achieved what I set out to do and came away with more than I bargained for. Fighting alone can get quite tedious, but I had the good fortune.
Yo, good looks, Ether. Also, hi, Ether. Oh, wait, Ether. Albedo! Albedo! Ow!
Wild hunt. They told me they were Sir Varka's colleagues.
Wait, these two! Chat, behind him, behind him, behind him, behind him, behind him! Flynn, shut the fuck up! Wait, let me see! 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 My baby! It's my baby boy! It's my baby! It's my baby! He's so cute! He's so cute! He's so cute! He's so cute!
Nice to meet you.
Oh my god, he's so cute. He's so cute. He's so cute. He's so I'm getting hot. Dude, I'm getting hot. I'm getting hot. I'm actually getting hot. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm getting hot.
That's right. It's me.
He's so adorable.
By the way, he says it's okay if you drop
my baby boy.
I'm not as mini as I used to be.
Oh my god, I'm hot.
Interesting.
I'm hot. I'm hot. I'm hot. I'm hot.
Step towards blending into human society.
Can I get context? So even though it's kind of funny, I didn't even play the event in question where he appeared, but there was this like event like at least a solid year ago or something, and there was this like dragon thing that we end up like helping out through a literal storybook, and it's a miniature version of this evil dragon that like kind of terrorized Teyvat for like literal millennia, blah blah blah, something. I honestly don't remember the lore. I don't remember, but he's human now, and that's him. And for me, with Not Cry, the two things that got me to install, the two things that got me to play was Alice and DURIN. This is DURIN. My baby. Though this is also like a very good test on the microphone, because usually when I sound like that, when I get like that, my microphone peaks and y'all can't hear it. But like this time, I was actually hearable.
Great respect for you.
Get out of my world, Rocco.
You may refer to her as your esteemed guide, Paimon.
Personally, I think our little Paimon is the perfect size. When people call her little Paimon.
Oh my god, I wasn't expecting to see. I figured when Varka said he's calling in reinforcements, I figured it will be them. I didn't think they were just gonna appear like this though.
My brother still has a long road ahead of him.
Anyway, speaking of long journeys, didn't Kutar...
Uga.
Sorry.
Anyways, like I was saying initially, for Gemma, literally the exact things that you like pointed out are the exact same things I put on my microphone. I'm not really like the best when it comes to audio stuff. I'm not really the most knowledgeable. So I like looked up a video and it helped. Or at least I think it did, because as far as I'm concerned, I sound better right now, I think, slash hope. And my microphone can clearly pick me up better too, so yay.
I'll go grab some chairs.
Okay, low-key though, I'm kind of cooked.
This is a job for an alchemist. I'll whip some up momentarily.
Because Mary says she's getting on, and I'm in a cutscene.
Merely escorting my friends back. I'll be meeting Zendrone shortly, as we still have some things to discuss. It's been a pleasure.
Alright, that's what I was gonna ask you, Ether. Are you also being indoctrinated into the Fortniting?
We really appreciate your help.
Oh, come on. Spare the formalities. I'm just glad I could help out some true friends.
She called me her friend.
I understand. Well, bye for now, Harlequino.
Oh, this place is hopping. It's probably a good thing one of us left. Otherwise, we might not fit all these people in.
Are you saying we're about to run out of chairs?
As a matter of fact, I am. Come on in and see for yourself.
Okay, so like, can you let me manually walk in myself? Blark. I guess I could technically alt-tab right now. I could technically just alt-tab. Oh my god! What are you doing here? I mean, it makes sense for you to be here, but what the hell?
Being his colleague gone, we should be back to the original crew plus the other colleagues I brought in. Though it looks like we have another new face. Someone else managed to rope in a colleague too?
Frankly, you and Paimon are the only people I know here.
This is true.
This here is Deanslip, colleague of Tibet's greatest guide, Paimon, and greatest adventurer, the Traveler. Well, not exactly colleagues.
What's good, Angel? Are you also here for Fortnite time?
Jumps in to do the announcing. You know you're speaking to someone important.
Let's hear what he has to say.
Note to self. Once Paimon knows your name, the rest of the world will soon follow.
When he comes looking for it.
Oh, I had a choice. In reality, no, you honestly don't. I was just acting to be nice.
Heard about the wild hunt then?
From the looks of it, you're about to hold a meeting. If I were to say that the Wild Hunt is our mutual enemy, would that earn me a seat at the table?
As the saying goes, the enemy of my enemy is my
Angel covers for me. Yeah, no, Ether, nice try, buddy. You're still getting in. Get on. Ha 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 ha, loser. My favorite, honestly, my favorite, if it's not literally, I don't remember her name, but the vampire version of the girl that came out like years ago, if it's not literally that, then it's the freaking cat girl skin that I bought recently. I'll show them in a second. I don't remember the names of either of them.
I've still got a lot to learn about the new.
Oh my god, he's so cute.
Albedo's way of speaking has been like
He's so cute. I need him.
Good point. Paimon gets you now. Don't sweat it. There are people who go their whole lives without getting the hang of it.
I will if you cover for me when I need it. Right. Bro, oh my god, Ether.
I wonder what's taking Nefer so long.
Perhaps you should go and check in with her. If anyone can hurry her along, it's you.
I just got back from the curatorium. Besides, aren't you curious to see what's taking her so long?
Miss Nefer doesn't strike me as the type to share secrets. And since gathering intel is her specialty, I'm guessing she'd prefer to keep her methods confidential. Under such circumstances, would it not be tactless for me to impose?
Oh, but it's fine for me to impose.
Yes.
What can I say? You have an unrivaled.
I'm getting squad jumped no matter the game. Honestly, true. It's literally to the point where, like, unironically, if someone in the party gets jumped or something, I did say y'all got angeled. Because if it's not you, it's me. But if I'm not there, it's just by default immediately you.
Impressive. She barely fought back at all. I admire your powers of persuasion, my friend.
As I'm sure Miss Laumo will realize soon enough, the trick in life is to always pitch in with other people's responsibilities so that you can be selective with your own.
Another trick is to simply hide in the background.
Spoken like a true sage.
Anyway, looks like we've got some time to kill before the meeting. Let's take a little breather, folks. And feel free to chat amongst yourselves. We'll get down to business once the other two arrive.
Okay, is that like actually giving me the option to talk to people? Okay, good it is.
Bear that in mind. Anyway, how about you, Durin?
Bro, I can't wait till he comes out, dude. I can't wait till he comes out.
Whatever style feels best to you. Very well.
Also, I don't remember if it was, I think it was Angie, but like, unironically, Durin's aesthetic is very similar to mine.
Style I want.
Unironically.
I can try. If you show me a sample, I'll do my best to match it.
Thank you. In that case, I'll dig up some reference material for you.
Ah, Durin. Also, hi, Dainsliff.
There's something you'd like to say to me?
Dainsliff, it makes sense for him to be here given Rarier doing his stuff. To be fair, Taimon, how is he supposed to do that?
If you think back to our previous interactions, you may recall that that's hardly out of character for me.
How would he even give us a heads up? He has no way of contacting us.
Oh yeah, you'll need to find somewhere to stay the night too, right? Wanna tag along with us? You never know. We might get a group discount.
Sure, let's do that.
Great! Paimon will handle it. And in return, we can get Dainsliff to be our very own personal bodyguard.
If that's what you had in mind, you should have said so sooner. I'd be happy to help.
Oh, okay then. Paimon was only kidding, but good to know. Anyway, since we're all here together, we might as well watch each other's backs. That's just what friends do, right?
Indeed. Thank you.
Oh my god. Oh, he's so freaking cute. He's so cute. I love Durin. I love Durin. Oh, look at him. Child, look at my baby. Look at my baby boy. I feel good. I feel good in my life. I feel good about my life. I don't care what his kid is like. I need him in my life. Him and his weapon. I don't care.
Truth be told, I can't remember the last time I was in a meeting with so many people.
You're not alone there, my friend. The Lightkeepers also struggle to bring everyone together.
Oh, I need him. I need him.
I've only ever met two Ratniki, one being you, and the other being that young guy, Eatlua.
Eatlua is a good apple. I'll give him that. He's kind, honest.
Yes, it shall. The first one, because like since I'm actually doing this on time, I'm gonna actually upload them in like act segments. Act 4 is already recorded, and I'll probably handle the editing part of that tomorrow, I think. And then for the Nefer video is done. I just need to literally make a thumbnail for it, and then I can just upload it. So that's probably gonna go up tomorrow. Pepe smile.
Sorry. I'm not even gonna bother trying to hide it. You've known all along, haven't you, my friend? Now that was an awkward silence.
Let's just keep this between ourselves. Probably best if Eatlua doesn't know, huh?
That goes without saying. Gotta be careful what you share with youngsters, after all.
Anyone else?
Actually on time is great. Dude, like, actually, because this patch came out... No, yeah, this came out this week.
Too sharp for one's own good, you know.
This patch came out this week, and I am on top of my ish. Already got my summon video done. Already got my polls and stuff done. Got my gameplay done. And I'm on Article Quest. I am on my ish this patch.
Best buds. In the light of that claim, do you really expect me to take your oath seriously?
Of course. Just as long as you don't go spreading around the fact that I'm close with Barbados, all right?
Not to mention, I knew Durin was going to be in this quest, so I kind of wanted to see it.
Nothing like a bit of mutual leverage to see.
God rest the monthly Pokemon see. So like the thing is, unfortunately, I have like every single game kind of just goes back and forth with its update cycles. So it's literally Pokemon unless I have something else to do. Like in this instance, I have Genshin stuff to do, so it's Genshin time. So it's Genshin and Pokemon this week. Then next week is Duet Night Abyss and Pokemon. Then like during the ZTZ week, it was ZTZ and Pokemon. During the Wuwa week, well, if Wuwa like came out at the same time as Pokemon, you know what I mean.
Straight back to continue my work. I left Yehoda back at the Curatorium to watch over things while I'm gone.
So much for just this once.
The Pokemon will definitely return soon though, since I don't want to necessarily speedrun finishing it, but I do want to like progress my stuff and keep playing.
Did you say something, Mr. Varka?
Huh? I didn't say anything. Right, Flints?
Right.
Must have been a frog. They get so noisy around here at nighttime. It's like they're putting on a concert in the background.
Anyway, before we begin, there's a few introductions to make. Let me start by saying that it's an honor to be speaking before so many distinguished colleagues and collaborators. First up, we have Miss Lauma. As Moon Chanter, she's the leader of the Frost Moon Scions, a local religious community in Nodcry. Then there's Miss Nefer, boss of the Curatorium of Secrets, an intel gatherer extraordinaire. Nefer is leading the investigation into Rerer's background, assisted by Yehoda and Lauma. From the little I've heard, they're making some great progress. Over here, we have Mr. Flintz, a ratnik and guardian of the abandoned lighthouse. In our last operation, he courageously distracted the wild hunt to buy time for the rest of us. For those of you who've never met, this is Mr.
Albedo. Hi, Albedo.
Captain of the Knights of Favonius investigation team.
DURIN!
Is a new face for us all, myself included.
DURIN, my baby boy!
Next up, we have the Moon Maiden and former Fatui Harbinger, Miss Columbina. Then we have the Traveler, who's earned more titles than I could possibly hope to list out, so I'll spare you the rundown. And Paimon, the ultimate travel companion and quite possibly the best guide in all of Tevat.
Paimon is in fact our GOAT.
Oh, that's a lot of people. Great turnout.
Miss Nefer, it looks like you might have another job coming your way, so, congratulations on the booming business, I guess.
You think I haven't got enough on my hands as it is? Who's looking for me now?
That would be me, Miss Nefer. I have a commission for you.
And you are?
Who I am doesn't matter right now. What does matter is that I'd like you to gather more intelligence about the Recher of Solnari.
Well, it's not as if we never take on anonymous commissions, but in your case, I'll have to decline. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say your job's probably more hassle than it's worth. Something about you seems like bad news.
It's my eyes, isn't it?
Conrian, I assume. And what's with the mask? Are you trying to hide your identity? In any case, the fact that you're even still alive raises an awful lot of questions for me.
I mean, to be fair, his mask isn't covering much of his face. He practically looks the exact same.
My name is Dainsleif. And yes, I am from Conria. As I'm sure you're aware, the Recher of Solnari's real name is Rerir. He was once an acquaintance of mine.
Really? Then you must have been quite an influential figure yourself.
Oh, right, because she's seen his memories, so she knows his name.
My point was simply to clarify why I have asked Miss Nefer to investigate Rerir's background.
So you're both from Conria, and it sounds like you used to be friends? What am I missing here? Surely you already know how he became one of the 5 sinners.
I'll tell you everything I know. The history of Conria, the names and identities of the 5 sinners. I remember it all like it was yesterday. I have never spoken openly of this before, but the truth was exactly as people say. The 5 sinners were each driven by their own desires, and it was by playing upon these that the Abyss tempted them to their fall, tearing Conria apart in the process. The visionary, Vedafenir, who wished to foretell the future. The wise, Haroptatir, who sought limitless knowledge. Gold,
Rhine-daughter,
who desired to create life. The foul, Sertologi, who pursued supreme strength. And last, but not least, Recher of Solnari, Rerir, Ravager of the Moon. Of the 5, Rerir is the only one who remains a mystery to me. He never harbored grand ambitions. So what changed in the space of a single night? How did he come to fall like the others?
In other words, you're saying that his change came as a shock to you, and you have no idea what actually happened?
That's right.
You mentioned how the Abyss tempted them, which led to their fall. But what did that look like in practice? And what other context can you give me about the events of that time? The more detail you can give me, the better.
Strangely, Now that it comes to it, I hardly know where to begin. The fateful night took place during the era of the Eclipse Dynasty. One day, my elder brother, the visionary, Vedafenir, was summoned to the palace by the Vinster King, only for the king to gouge out his eyes
Damn!
and cast him into the dungeons. When I came to hear of this, my fury knew no bounds. I gathered together every ally I thought I had, and together we set a night to storm the palace and free Ved. Centuries on, the memories of that night still haunt me like a never-ending nightmare. We broke through the palace gates, just like we had planned, each striking towards our separate targets. But then, I was betrayed. Even Vedafenir, the very person I had come to rescue, abandoned me and partook of the Abyss's power.
So, it's personal after all. Then tell me, Mr. Dainsleif, what price are you willing to pay? You, of all people, must know that nothing comes for free.
I cannot say what price would be worthy of such a commission. But know this. Rerir was not always a madman. Believe it or not, there was a time when he was just an ordinary man, working for the Conrian Intelligence Service. Uncovering the truth of Rerir's past is the only way to unravel this mystery. But before you decide if you will accept my commission, I will tell you more about him. Enough, I hope, to help you plan your next move.
Sounds pretty good to me. Feels like we just flagged down a random passerby, only to discover he's actually a master strategist who has a score to settle with our enemy.
Can I borrow your halo? It could be useful in the lighthouse.
Hey, enough with the wisecracks! Besides, isn't that lamp of yours bright enough already?
Relax. It was meant to be a compliment. If that was a little over the top for your liking, I'll make sure to tone it down next
Man,
time.
he's such a sweetie.
I'll give your proposal some serious thought, Mr. Dainsleif. Let's speak in private once the meeting is over.
Before that,
Oh,
few things I'd like
whoa, I'm actually speaking. That caught me off guard. If you count meeting the knave and how the iridescent moon marrows retrieved from Crimson Moon space, you make it clear that the knave chose to help you out of her own accord. Then you conclude by reporting how the hearts of the three moons are finally in your hands.
Now that we've united the hearts of the three moons, your power should be greatly enhanced. But it seems like that hasn't happened yet.
I believe it will take a little longer. You've done so much for me, so I want to be completely honest with you all. Even though I'm doing a lot better now, the truth is, my recovery will likely be an ongoing process. From the moment I was born, my power has been slowly ebbing away. And that is because Tevat has never accepted me. Even with the moons united as one, it seems my rejection cannot be undone. So far, I have yet to find a solution.
Welcome back, Wet.
It may turn out to be a problem that will plague me until the day I finally leave this place behind. Even so, I will do everything in my power to help you drive out the Ray here of Solnari. As Arlecchino put it, this is not about chasing the spoils of victory. It's just a gesture of heartfelt gratitude.
Kutar.
She seems a lot more energetic and positive than when we first met.
Defeating the Ray here of Solnari will be no easy task.
Playing rocket racing, so you hate yourself.
We'll also need to gather more intel.
Naturally. We should take all the help we can get if we hope to defeat him.
We've considered several viable plans now, but our choice hinges on the...
Frankly, I'd be forgetting rocket racing even exists.
Is it even possible to kill Rerir? What experiences shaped the person or monster he became? And what's he really after? Given Albedo's expertise in alchemy, I think we should leave him to try and answer the first of these questions.
Understood.
As for the other two, I'm afraid we'll have to count on you again, Miss Nefer. Believe me when I say it's not my wish to burden you. But right now, relying on your skills is our only option.
So you're placing all your hopes on me, huh?
We can't thank you enough for agreeing to help us. Honestly, I can hardly believe how lucky we are.
You sure have a talent for changing your tune, Miss Moonchanter. Timid like Yehoda one moment, then flinches insincere flattery the next.
Ladies, please. I must object to your portrayal of me. That's all. Feel free to keep bickering. Just pretend I'm not here.
I almost don't want to leave this room. I'm curious to see how this plays out.
I have faith in you, Miss Nefer. Something tells me you'll stand by us until the very end.
Oh? And what makes you so sure of that? What if I suddenly decide that my compensation is insufficient?
This isn't about the money. I can sense that you've got a deep-seated distaste for Rerir. And knowing you, that alone is motive enough.
Look at them getting along so well. Like two peas in a pod.
And I'm the one they accuse of insincere flattery. There is no justice.
Miss Lauma, you have to understand something. Unlike you, I don't actually enjoy having everyone's hopes on my shoulders.
There's little audio issues that have never been fixed, and it's been in the game since August.
Maybe the fact that I'm willing to put my hopes in other people says more about me.
And I would use a mystery machine, but it takes up so much
The fact
screen in that
is,
mode.
I
L.
also trust you. And that's because I know that you're someone we can count on.
I don't think I've ever touched rocket racing in my life.
Anyway, we've
Like,
got
not
to
even
go,
once.
so let's get moving. Mr. Dainsleif, let's talk. And Traveler, once we're finished, if you've nothing else planned, I'd like you to come with me.
This whole experience is teaching me a lot. For instance, I now know that when other issues come up in the future, I'll have far more luck getting Lauma to convince Miss Nefer than trying to do it myself.
Hate to say it, friend, but that's one of the funniest things I've heard in a while.
Why? You think I've got it wrong?
Quite the opposite. But what makes it so hilarious is how long it's taken you to realize.
Nefer and Dainsleif converse intently for quite some time. From the gravity of their expressions, you can tell how heavily the next stage of the plan weighs upon them both. After a short chat, Albedo and Durin head off with Varka on what they describe as a sample finding mission. Lauma steps out for a while and then comes back up loaded with emergency medicine. She tells you that while people rarely expect to get hurt, it's her duty to be ready when they do. You and Paimon wait patiently for Nefer, content to see how well everyone is working together. Once Nefer is finished, you follow her and Lauma back to the curatorium.
Thank you for waiting.
It's okay. We actually used the time to help Dainsleif get a room at the hotel.
That's very considerate of you. Now, I trust you share my curiosity about Rerir's past, and you seem fairly familiar with Mr. Dainsleif already. We spoke at some length after the meeting. He was the one who suggested I should invite
That, and it didn't, even when I did look at stuff for it, I was like, this shit just looks like,
Dane has a lot of faith in us, that's for sure.
it just looks like if you took Need for Speed, ripped it out, took everything that like makes it even remotely cool, and just threw it into Fortnite just to sell more stuff to me.
About why I invited you.
So I was like, I'm good off that.
You trust me to explain everything in due course.
That's because we know what you're capable of. We appreciate you too, Nefer. You might have been forced to help in the beginning, but this time, it was your choice.
Not to mention, I kind of have no choice but to trust you here.
Another is this, that once a decision's been made, it's set in stone. After that, my only goal is to see it through. Alright, so here's how it is. I'm going to access Rerir's thoughts again using my confidential method. Now, I'm sure you've seen things like this before on your travels, so you're surely well aware of how dangerous it can be. The reason I've gathered you all here is to ensure my safety during the proceedings. I plan for us to enter the fragment of his consciousness together, and once inside, I will focus on searching for information. Think of this as a diving expedition into someone's brain. If I'm the diver, you are my safety equipment, tasked with keeping me alive while I'm under the surface. Once the ceremony begins, we will all be spying on privileged information. But in the interests of safety, you must remain absolutely silent at all times. We will discuss our observations after the ceremony has concluded. Lastly, any individuals of a weaker constitution are advised not to partake in the ceremony. In any case, Paimon has her own job to do, which requires staying in the room, but not joining the ceremony.
Never conspicuously left out the details of her confidential method. I guess her brain diving techniques are a trade secret.
Good luck, everyone! Sounds like all Paimon can do is cross her fingers and root.
I read C5, I immediately thought of Genshin terms.
Than that. I was being serious when I said you have a job to do. While the rest of us are inside Rarear's mind, it's imperative that we have a team member on the outside. In the event that something goes wrong, you will be our first responder. I don't anticipate any issues, but the extra level of safety will be greatly appreciated.
I second that. This is a dangerous operation here, and you're our whole rescue team. That's pretty much the most important job in the crew.
So, Paimon's like the lifeguard? Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, got it.
Good. Please, take a seat. We'll get started momentarily.
So, did Mr. Dainsliff tell you anything else?
He told me that he believes Rarier kept some big secrets in his life. He's not sure that they were the cause of his eventual downfall, but he's asked me to uncover what those secrets were all the same.
But surely you're not planning to go through with this, no matter the cost.
If you think that, you'd be overestimating me. I'm a businesswoman, not a mercenary. But I do have my own professional reasons for taking this job. You think I'd turn down the opportunity to get a first-hand glimpse into Conrian history? No chance.
Well, as long as you don't let morbid curiosity get in the way of safety concerns, we're good. We'll do whatever we can to help you.
You're such a killjoy.
She's got incense candles, almost like a summoning ritual. Seems like Nefer has no intention of sharing her trade secrets, but now is not exactly the moment to pry. I see there's a chest set on the table. Could that have something to do with it? I cannot read!
I'm good to go.
The challenges require so much and you can't access the later weeks until you do the preview. Oh, I hate it when games do that. I hate it when games have weeklies that I can't access until I do the previous one. I hate that. It sucks.
Close your eyes.
At this point, it's only good to get the rank rewards since it's just playing the game. There's rank rewards for that shit. People play Rocket Racing ranked.
Phew. Could this be his office? Pretty standard setup. Bookshelves, paperwork, files. According to Dainsliff, Rarier used to be an intelligence operative. Chances are there's top secret intel stashed away in this room. Is this where you keep your secrets, Rarier? Can't say I'm not looking forward to this. He looks even gloomier than last time. I wonder what's changed.
You get car stuff in the normal ranked items for BR50.
Time to wade through them.
Oh, I'm actually like looking at him. Oh.
Male, 51. Occupation, cook. Confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Has maintained frequent contact with other descendants over the past year. Poses a threat to the dynasty. Neutralized. This one should be archived under purged targets. Female, 23. Occupation, office clerk. Confirmed Crimson Moon descendant.
has maintained frequent contact with other descendants over the past year. Poses a threat to the dynasty. Neutralized. Another one for purged targets. Sounds like she was that other man's daughter. Never mind. What's it got to do with me? Male, 40. Occupation, teacher. Confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Has been observed making contact with other descendants during the past year. Poses a threat.
What is the threshold of making contact with other descendants? I'm thinking in my head, like, what if these people are just actually living their like normal lives, not really doing anything, but because they're who they're interacting with, they're just viewed as a threat by default?
Just another nobody for the archive. Come to think of it, I remember surveilling this man. A case like his never would have been considered a priority in the past. Huh. He barely even interacted with other Crimson Moon descendants.
Like, what if these are just literally normal people just existing, living their lives, and they happen to interact with like Crimson Moon descendants and they just get murked?
Orphan and confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Has been observed making contact with other descendants.
Because it's not like it's specifying anything else about them. It's just like, oh yeah, they've interacted with Crimson Moon descendants over the past year.
Neutralized on.
And they're just labeled as a threat by default?
Filed. I have no recollection of this girl. None whatsoever. She doesn't seem to be anyone important, but then again, how many of them really are? Female, 13. Occupation, none. Orphan and confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Has been observed making contact with other descendants during.
I wonder why so many of them are starting to be orphans.
To the dynasty. Neutralized and filed. Male, 11. Occupation, none. Orphan and confirmed Crimson Moon descendant. Has not been observed making any contact with other descendants during the past year. Poses a threat to the dynasty.
What? So you killed him just because he's a descendant, period? I also forgot Ballistic existed. If you're gonna clone Valorant, I need you to at least like make it as fun.
Occupation, none.
Or even remotely close. Ballistic just felt so lifeless and soulless. With no identity. I also just...
Your job is becoming both harder and easier at the same time, depending on how you look at it.
I also just didn't like the way some of the items worked in that game. It also felt too... Like, not to say that I don't like winning, but... I could very much tell that I wasn't winning because I was good at the game. I was winning because the game mode was shite.
That's not how it is.
As long as you're consistent enough to place top 4 is easier and quicker to play ranked racing over ranked battle royale or reload. I feel like if it were me, I would probably just do ranked reload or battle royale simply because I just probably enjoy those more than ranked racing. I feel like even though like it would probably be easier, I think I would go brain numb and want to like poof if I did racing instead. I feel like I would get so bored. And it would unironically feel worse for me to push through because I'm so uninterested in it, but that's just me.
Friends were aware of the facts. I knew they'd back me up too. Assuming, of course, that they were aware of all the facts. Mr. Vedafilnir, it's been quite some time since we last met.
Oh, I have auto off, I forgot.
I trust you're here because you have something important to discuss.
Forgive me. I wasn't tuning out, it's just, I noticed you didn't even phrase that as a question. As if you knew I was coming. Tell me, does someone in your position ever feel the need to ask questions at all?
It is indeed within my power to foresee certain things. Things like your arrival.
I was just thinking, it won't be long before I'll be inviting both you and Dane to my wedding.
That isn't a lie, but nor is it a fact as such.
It's a wish, isn't it?
No fooling a prophet, is there?
Ever since that day we met for drinks, I knew it was only a matter of time before you came looking for me.
Does it feel good? Knowing how the future will unfold.
I'm afraid the notions of good and bad fail to capture the complexity of what such a power entails. Once you've seen what will come to pass, it can be all too easy to succumb to fear and melancholy. Unless, of course, you learn to abandon these feelings. You fear my silence, and long to hear the words I left unspoken that day.
That's right.
You must have noticed my reluctance to broach the subject, and the reason is simple. Because the truth could never have lived up to your hopes. For both our sakes, such words are better left unsaid. The burden of prophecy was never meant for your shoulders.
So who exactly do you deem worthy to hear your prophecies? None but our exalted king?
Or rather, our king as he once was.
You're closer to his majesty than I am. You must know better than anyone how much he's changed.
You say that as though it is to my benefit. Yet precisely because of that, I dare not speak rashly. A king can turn out to be the most virtuous of rulers, or a tyrant more terrible than the most vicious of dragons.
You are so wise and far-sighted, yet still you would have me live in fear of the unknown?
You make a fair point. Especially given my silence alone was all it took to send you spiraling downwards. Very well then, let me offer you some advice. And I say this not as a prophet or a visionary, but simply as the brother of your friend. For many reasons, there is very little chance of your marriage ending in happiness.
Damn.
If happiness is what you seek, you should find another fiancé.
Damn.
Hold on. There's that same black fog again. Could this memory belong to Thelindis?
Wait. Hear me out. This time we finally got a clear look at his face.
Oh, this is a continuation from what we saw before.
His name is Rayrir, and he claims to be one of the king's guards.
What did you say?
A cruel irony, isn't it? The man you're set to marry leads a double life as a brutal
We're going to have 50 repeatable challenges done, and that's probably like 10
Are you telling me all of this now?
It is in fact a W method.
It's because I want you to kill him.
Oh!
You are the only person he would never suspect.
Oh!
No, absolutely not. I would never dream of doing such a despicable thing.
So you'll just stand by and watch him slaughter us to the last?
Oh! Whoa!
The moon flows in your veins too.
The blood of the Crimson Moon? What does that matter now? The dynasty has long been dead and gone.
You say that your husband is actively murdering every descendant in sight, so like...
You think that alone is reason enough for me to throw away everything I have?
Well, so fair.
Why wouldn't it be? You two were once a child of the Crimson Moon, just like me. Don't tell me you've never felt so much as a flicker of fury for the way we were trampled into the dust.
As long as you promise to abandon this pipe dream of restoring your dynasty, I can try to persuade him. Or have him persuade the Vinster King.
Yeah, neither of those are going to work.
Persuade the Vinster King? Do you even know why he's so obsessed with hunting us down? Why he keeps trying to force us to hand over our secrets over and over again? Or why we refuse to give up on restoring the dynasty? The Vinster King. A blind fool. His eyes clouded by powers from beyond this world. A petty little man with a miser's heart. And he dares to sit upon the throne? Mark my words. Sooner or later, Conria will fall. And it will be his doing.
Well, he's not wrong.
You can't bring yourself to do it. So be it. Just you watch.
It won't be long before.
Unfortunately, this kid is in fact spitting. Unfortunately, he is right.
Of Solnari. That really is quite a secret you've been keeping from me, Rarir. But who am I to talk? Am I really any better? I've kept my own past a secret this whole time too. Love should be built on honesty. But ours was born from lies. And yet, is it really so wrong to hide things that would only make life harder? If we don't cover up the parts that no one else should see, how can we go on pretending to be normal? Vedifulnir must have known all this. And that's why he made his prophecy. In the end, nothing stays hidden forever. But I won't just sit by and watch this disaster unfold. I'll do everything in my power to protect what I cannot afford to lose, no matter who I have to face.
Huh? Was that Rarir who just walked past the window? Doesn't it give you the chills that he still takes the same road to work every day? As if nothing ever happened.
Those people at the deli.
Deli?
Enough already. They're clearly pretty taken by their own disguises, so just smile and play along. Pull the rug from under beasts like that, and you'll risk having your throat torn out.
Deli. Oh. They're talking about those people from the opposition. Right. I'd almost forgotten they used to run a deli.
Is this another one of her memories, or?
He pretends to be. So many have died already, and they say that the king's madness grows with each passing day.
Oh yeah, it is one of her memories.
Are we? But why does it have to be this way? Do we really deserve to die just because of the blood that runs through our veins? Felindis, are you even listening?
Sorry, Freether.
That's wild.
I heard you though. You're talking about what Rarir said. He's just following the king's orders. He's a secret agent, and it's his job to hunt down rebels and dissidents.
By the time you first met him, he'd already taken lives. Maybe he was using you from the very beginning.
No. Rarir has no idea I have anything to do with the Crimson Moon. My family are only distant relatives of the main lineage, and besides, my eyes are perfectly ordinary. Truth be told, apart from my teacher, pretty much no one knows I have any connection to any of it. It's been a long time since my family severed ties.
But as Orlog said, who could possibly talk sense into that raving lunatic of a king? No one.
I'll work something out. Trust me, I'm with you all. But for now, you need to keep yourselves hidden. Don't let anyone find you, anyone at all. Don't forget that Rarir is an Eclipse operative. You need to be extra careful when he's around. And when I am too. For now, don't come looking for me. And if anything happens to me, just act like we've never met.
If even you can't escape this, what hope do the rest of us have? But after all this time together...
I mean, he won't. The king might, though.
I won't speak in his defense. Nor can I give you a clear answer to that question. But I'll do everything I can to put an end to this. Here, hold on to this. If an opportunity to escape presents itself, take it. You'll be glad you took some spare change.
You called that change? But what about you?
I've got a job, and there's still money coming in. But you can't go anywhere right now. Please think about yourself for once.
Another day, another round of assassination training. Training ground is just beyond this hidden passageway.
When you kill a person, doesn't it bother you when you end up covered in their blood?
Whose voice is he hearing?
Aren't we all just walking blood bags?
But not everyone is accustomed to hunting.
Make sure you have a firm grip on the handle, then choose your angle well. Keep your movements light and brisk, and the prey won't sense a thing.
I doubt that. I'll bet no one's ever tried a quiet death at your hands.
I work clean. No traces.
That doesn't make it over yet upon board, though. The king just happens to be right now. What if something
That won't happen.
ever since you fell under the spell of that hour, you only had to take out a handful of the guilty.
Is he talking about abyssal power?
Guilty. And I've carried out my work flawlessly.
Why am I randomly getting healed every time I do this?
You know I have a misconception, don't you? Was it because she didn't trust you? Or something else?
Delindis, do you still remember Orlog?
Orlog.
The boy who was pretending to sell flowers. You spoke for quite a while, didn't you?
Yes, we did. What about him?
He was arrested 2 days ago.
Damn.
Chances are he's already dead.
He...
I just don't get it! After everything he's done, why do you still stand by him? Or does it mean nothing to you that people keep dying?
No, that's not... Just hear me out.
I need to go now, Delindis. They're looking for us.
If
You
it's...
take care too.
Wait, what the? Hold up.
If you ever need a place to hide, come find us.
Author Thelindis. Over the course of this week, the research object was subjected to interference for a total of 47 hours for experimental purposes. The results are as follows. All subjects of observation that were sent inside have now... The situation within is proving more problematic than anticipated. No progress whatsoever. What now? Won't you give me even a glimmer of hope? Things are getting worse by the day. I have to find a way or we'll all be in danger, but I... If all this research comes to nothing, what then? Sooner or later it'll be my
Oh,
neck
damn,
on the
like
line.
sweating.
But could he really bring himself to kill me? No. Surely he wouldn't have the heart.
On my skip when I skip fish, anything fishing, I hate that stupid fish. I have no attachment to that fish whatsoever.
Why won't you just let us go? We don't even know each other. All we want is to live ordinary, peaceful lives.
You want to live?
Oh, it's back there.
Yes. I just want to go on living. Is that really such an unforgivable crime?
You want to go on living. I want to keep living too. To keep living forever. That's why I have no choice but to continue on the path I'm on.
Of murder.
If only some savior would suddenly swoop down and change the way the world is. Too bad that's not going to happen.
Rarier just quite literally hit him with the, hey kid, I'm just doing my job, so you gotta die. I'm just wondering why. Why is it so important to just kill them? I mean, obviously the freaking king is like not sane in the head.
If there really were such a person, you and I wouldn't be standing here like this.
But it's like they're literally just murdering children at this point who pose no threat whatsoever. The only reason they even want to revive their dynasty, as far as I'm concerned, is because they're getting actively murdered.
Files are in. Time to wade through them just like usual. No, I don't get tired of it. It's my job. And not only am I lucky to have it, I'm good at it too.
Who was he talking to? Like, I know there's a freaking voice in his head, but like, who is that?
Wait. That's...
Oh! Oh.
No. No! Why?
Oh.
The mark of the Crimson Moon. How could you possibly have anything to do with them? It cannot be. A diluted bloodline. Carefully concealed. I see it now. You've been living in the shadows just like me. What a fool I've been. Numbing myself with talk of justice. Even imagining my friends would back me up. But in the end,
Irminsul?
Finster King? How far are you going to take this? From the direct
Like, no, that's my thing. It's like,
and then what?
I can understand. I don't understand why they're killing them to begin with, but it's like I feel like the people they're going after at this point are so far removed from the initial bloodline that it's like, do you just want to just exterminate them?
It's the descendants of the Crimson Moon. Who will it be tomorrow? Will you not rest until everyone down here is dead? No. This cannot go on. This is where it ends.
Peely's a way better mascot, and even I prefer Jonesy. I also get that. Again, I'm not really familiar much with most of the Fortnite stuff. I literally can only speak to like things I've randomly seen clips of, or seen like in random trailers. So I don't really like. I generally don't care about most things that come up like this. But of the three, I would also prefer Jonesy.
What about you?
Or Peely, just because he's a banana peel. He's just a banana.
If you let me go, you won't be able to complete your mission, will you?
Good point. In that case, maybe you should stay.
No, please! I just want to see the outside world again. To...
Go on living?
Yes. I know you're a man of your word. So please, just let me go.
If I let you leave, what will become of me? Just kidding. Go, now. But remember, don't let anyone know you were caught. We'll be seeing each other again very soon if you do.
Even shadows in the dark must live by a code. But you can't save everyone.
You've been whispering in my ear for days now, Vedifilnir.
Wait, that's Vedifilnir?
Break me down.
I only say this because you long for an answer to your problems. Let her go, Rerir.
Oh, okay. So that means it's just been him in his ear this whole time taunting him? Why?
Then you'll need a little more vigilance and a lot more power. The world is changing, Rerir. Keep your eyes peeled for your moment of opportunity.
And that voice used to be so unclear. But now I know exactly whose it is. It's Vedifilnir. He won't tell me how to actually resolve any of this, but he keeps trying to manipulate me like a puppet. What's his game here? Tell me then. What will this moment of opportunity look like? And no answer. He's like a ghost. Always disturbing me when I'm on edge, but never answering when I need him most.
So, the Eclipse dynasty was purging, well, massacring the descendants of the Crimson Moon. And it seems like it was all connected to the Finster King's research. The king's obsession with abyssal power left the future of Conria hanging in the balance. No wonder every aspect of Rarier's
It does make
life
me
was
wonder,
thrown
what
into
was
danger.
Arlecchino's family like then? Because since she has the crimson eyes, that means she's a closer
Fiancé, her
blood
son, belonged to the
relative
same
than
branch of the Crimson Moon dynasty
the
as
Lindis
him.
and that kid.
It almost defies belief that a couple like
So I'm assuming the
them could have
farther
a
removed your
future together.
bloodline is, the less likely you are to have those eyes. But she has the eyes, so how close related is her bloodline?
They might have gone on deceiving each other for the rest of their lives. And why does Vedderfanir, Daneslif's older brother, keep talking in Rarier's head? This guy kept more secrets than I ever imagined. The human mind is like a vast desert of shifting sands. When you follow the flow of someone's memories, you only ever see the parts they're willing to let surface. Time for something a bit more creative. We've been inside Rarier's mind this whole time, building up a picture of his psyche. There's already enough clues on the board to start reading between the lines and mapping out the rest. Now, we can finally begin to put the pieces together. Sure, it'll only be a reconstruction, part simulation, part reasoning, but it's usually pretty accurate. Once we've built up a cognitive profile, we just need to cross-check the logic behind his actions. And then we'll be able to take a sneak peek at whatever it is that Rarier has really been hiding.
Oh, I just got a flashbang. Just played the worst map. It took 4 minutes. Now it's close to getting second. Oh. What in the fork?
Rarier, are you there? Hey, Rarier! Come out, it's urgent!
Dane? What's wrong?
Quick, come with me. I'll explain everything once we've met up with the others.
Okay, I'll come. But the Lindis is still over at the Universitas. I'll need to leave her a note.
All right then, but make it quick.
Oh, wait.
Dane's so worked up before.
Is this when his brother got taken captive by the king? That's the only thing I can think of that will make Dainsliff be so frantic. It's a very interesting way to portray this part of the story.
Well, this is a nice change.
Rhine-daughter.
This hour. When men and women of ambition can speak face to face in broad daylight, I say that's a big step forward for our dear Conria.
Don't be ridiculous. We do not fear the day. Why would we seek refuge in the night?
You might ask your blade that same question. I'm told it prefers the cover of darkness. The word on the street is that Sir Delogi only strikes when he has an unfair advantage. But that is patently false. I see you're missing an arm and a leg. Surely only a fair fight could explain that.
If this is your way of offering me replacement limbs, believe me, I'll take them.
Oh, we can certainly discuss that. With bioalchemy, anything is possible. Assuming I have your full support in my research.
Lunatic. Robtatir. What brings you here?
Why, Dainsliff, of course. He invited me. Please, cast aside your apprehensions, Miss Rhine-daughter. Whatever the rumors may say, I am but a humble servant of the king, and I can assure you he affords me no greater convenience than he does you.
Well, the Universitas Magistrorum won't stop fawning over you, so at least some of the rumors must be true. You're clearly doing well for yourself, so drop the humble servant act. It endears you to no one. You're president of the Universitas Magistrorum, the chief royal mage known as the Wise by royal appointment, and by far the most favored among the 4 pillars of Conria. Vice President Veet doesn't even try to hide his envy when he sees you.
My success is the product of hard work and good luck. It's as simple as that. Were the king not such an extremist, I hardly think I would have received a senior post at my age. Of course, no job is without its gripes. Serving a king like ours can be a challenging task, as I'm sure you can imagine. And as for Efterveet, in missing out on the presidency, he's dodged a mountain of stress. Like everything else in life, it comes with pros.
You're all here. I apologize for the short notice, but it was an emergency.
You must be Rurir. Mr. Sertologi. Yes, I handled your case file during your sentencing. Nothing personal, of course. I'm pleasantly surprised that you remember me.
You're clearly a person of substance if you've been invited here. But Dainsleif, you'd better have a very good reason for convening this little gathering.
It's my brother, Vedalfinir. After he spoke at the
Oh, this is when he got thrown into prison.
words that he had him blinded in both eyes and thrown in prison.
And right, I forgot he gouged his eyes out.
Prison?
Right.
Strange. I thought the king trusted him and Heroptatir more than anyone else in the world. Does this mean the king's circle of trust just got even smaller?
It has nothing to do with trust. It's about what the king wants, which is as clear as day to anyone paying attention. I simply appease him, because it's in the best interests of the Universitas Magistrorum.
And also because you're slimy. Vedalfinir.
Ink for the hydrate.
So, but still, a visionless visionary? It rather inclines me to think that qualifications are not what get you ahead in
Isn't that the freaking name of the damn extra difficulty for freaking Imaginarium Theater?
Right now.
Dane, what are you planning to do?
Rescue Vedalfinir, I assume.
Correct. It will mean storming the palace by force. Tonight. I need all of you on my side.
That's far too dangerous. And don't forget, Dainsleif, you're captain of the Royal Guard. You swore an oath to the throne.
Hmm? You've been planning this for a while, haven't you?
I have no desire to commit treason. But whatever critique the king may have of Vedalfinir, disfiguring your most loyal subject for putting the best interests of his court and nation first, this is not the conduct of a wise ruler.
Dane, I fuck with you heavy, but like, was the genocide not enough?
My blade will force the king to see the error of his ways.
Was the mass genocide not enough for us to be like, maybe he's a little crazy?
Vedalfinir's prophecy enraged the king. I'm sure it wasn't what he wanted to hear, but if he won't take counsel even from the visionary, that is deeply troubling news. The extent of His Majesty's madness is now all too clear. The question is, how does a man like me get out of this situation unscathed?
Don't.
You have noble ambitions, Dane, but I'm afraid they don't do much for a guy like me. I'm not interested in saving the world. All I want is a letter of pardon.
A letter of pardon? For whom? Thelindis? The chances of the Vinster King issuing a pardon for anyone connected to the Crimson Moon seem vanishingly slim.
I was like, bro, you have the same chances of getting a letter as she does of convincing him to stop killing people.
This black fog over the board must have some connection to Thelindis. But why is it taking this form? Does it have something to do with Rarir's past? Another mystery I'll need to unravel.
Oh, I'm an idiot. Well, now I just feel stupid. I don't know why. I guess I get counted wrong.
The research object
I was the only person I didn't have enough to do that.
For a total of 60 hours for experimental purposes. The results are as follows. Research dating back to the Crimson Moon Dynasty has established 2 points regarding Moon Marrow. Firstly, its origins have something to do with a god's power. Secondly, it serves as a portal to an as-yet indeterminate location. Moon Marrow can thus be defined as a spatial gateway. However, there are a number of hurdles to overcome before we can answer the question of where it leads to. To start with, opening the gateway requires a specific power source, which the relevant literature indicates an enormous amount of power is then required to keep the gate open. Currently, the total power output of our instruments remains in the single digits. To make matters worse, I am now the only staff member remaining in the Moon Marrow lab. The Universitas Magistrorum recently decided to move most of its personnel into abyssal energy research. which has stymied all Crimson Moon-related projects. This is not a wise move. I've always maintained that placing all our hopes in a single source of power is risky, especially one as poorly understood as this, as well as making ourselves overly reliant on a single resource. We are neglecting other promising technologies. I apologize if this comes across as disrespectful. But as a Moon Marrow researcher, I desperately want to see the world beyond the gateway. If we really made it there one day, what would we find? And how would we go about taming the unknown? My imagination is endlessly fueled by questions such as these. This is for you. I heard you're gonna leave the city with your parents.
Delindis, did you hear about what happened?
I've heard nothing. Rerir got back very late last Friday, and he was acting a little unusual, but he slept pretty well, so I'm guessing whatever he did was a good deed. You never saw him, and I don't know what he did. And this conversation never happened. You understand?
What if he finds out that you pried into his secrets?
Don't be silly. I don't know what secrets he does or doesn't have. All I know is he's just...
Are you scared of him?
I don't know. The Rerir I know doesn't match the person you all describe. Logically, I should be scared of him. And yet, I don't want to lose him. But enough about that. You should get going, and be careful with the package I gave you. Keep it secret. Keep it safe.
What's in it?
A piece of the moon. All you need to know
What?
is that as long as you keep it safe, then in the future, everyone will be able to see a red moon.
A red moon? You mean our moon?
That's right. Our moon. Promise me you'll look after it.
I promise, Delindis.
The Crimson Moon bloodline will never die out. Its light, the color of blood, will become like a fire that flows in our veins, no matter how long it takes.
I guess that serves to slightly answer the question I had earlier about Arlecchino. To some extent, at least.
Hurry, everyone, and stick to the plan.
Sir Dainsleif, what are you? Is this treason? You know what happens to those who betray the throne. Please, don't do this.
It is the king himself who has betrayed the throne. He has betrayed all of Conria.
If you have any love left for justice in your heart, you should join me.
It's showtime. Dane and his group will handle the troops in the palace. Then Hraptatir and Rhindaughter will disarm the security measures. My job is to enter the prison and rescue Vedafilnir. Stay safe. Wish me luck.
Look after my brother. Draw your blade.
Wait, so if Vedafilnir ends up stabbing Dane in the end of this, what does he do to Rerir? If he stabs Dane, what could he have possibly done to Rerir? Works for me, I guess.
This place is filthy. And the smell is abominable. Clearly, the king doesn't allow his prisoners a single shred of dignity.
Did you think he would?
This is dire. Found you. Hello, Mr. Vedafilnir.
Ah, it's you.
Surprised? Oh, wait. I guess surprise isn't an emotion that prophets feel very often.
I certainly felt some surprise in the moment when I was blinded. Surprise at the king's sheer ignorance. Surprise at just how unfairly this world responds to words of earnest remonstration.
I'm curious. What did you prophesize this time?
It wasn't a prophecy. It was a word of warning. Someone had to say it. The king has forsaken all reason in pursuit of his obsessions. I simply told him that if he continues on this path, Conria will surely fall.
But he didn't listen. Worse still, he stabbed you in both eyes and locked you away. Dane asked for my help. The court is in complete chaos now, but I'm sure you predicted that.
Everything is transpiring as I foresaw, yet I am powerless to change it. Fate is an immutable force. I can but lament as the inevitable unfolds. I do wonder whether giving a man the power to see the future does nothing more for him than slowly crush his spirit.
Forgive my curtness, Vedafulnir, but the king did not suddenly turn on you today. His suspicions have been brewing for a long time. You can't have wisdom beyond the reach of your fellow man without attracting his fear and suspicion. There are things the king does not want to see. So, he doesn't want you having visions of them either. He blinded you because he thought this would make the visions stop.
Yeah, and that's stupid.
He wasn't entirely wrong. I did indeed lose my power to see the future.
My fault.
Right up until...
Until what?
Just now. I believe I saw something new.
Well, tonight could go a lot of different ways. 5 of us banded together to storm the palace, also we could rescue you. This will go down as the most tumultuous day in Conrian history.
I sense hatred in you, but also hope. A desperate hope that with the tyrant deposed, that will be the end of the story. But this is not the end. It is the beginning of a new chapter, in a whole new story. There are many men of honor and courage in this world, Rerir. But you are not one of them. You're not here for justice, are you? You're here for yourself.
Yes, he is.
Is that a dagger? Interesting. Why not the polearm? It was always your weapon of choice.
With your abilities, I don't doubt that you were able to recover some of your sight. But I also doubt that you want to make an enemy of me right now.
Of course not. We're on the same side, aren't we?
We could be. But I need you to be honest with me, Vedafulnir. At this point, you're my only hope for the future.
You mean your future? With your beloved, Thalindis?
Yes. And I know there are bigger things at stake here. A dynasty, a nation, maybe the entire world. But forgive me, I care first and foremost about myself. I can't abandon the one I love to save myself. I just can't do it. But you see a broader picture of the future than I. You see the solutions to the biggest problems of our age. So tell me, what is my solution? What's the answer?
In matters of fate, answers are either right or wrong. What will be and what will not. Maybe you are willing to pay a certain price in the pursuit of happiness, but unfortunately, fate does not negotiate. That is the cruelest thing about fate. It is unmoved by your sacrifices.
That can't be true. I know it's your voice that I keep hearing in my head, urging me to see how the world is changing, to seek more power, so I can protect the things I love. You show me disaster, but you won't show me how to avoid it? Why? Why are you doing all this?
My voice. In your head. So, you hear it too. The voice that steals your mind, gains your trust, and drives you crazy. It turns out that we are not so different, you and I.
Vedafulnir just broke into the strangest smile I've ever seen in my life, as if he'd discovered some monumental secret. But then he suddenly switched to looking extremely weary.
Very well then. My advice to you is as follows. You must persevere. Whatever trials and tribulations you may face, be steadfast in the belief that they are your path to the future. For as long as you live, your story with Thalindis shall not come to an end. That is the only chance you have of fighting back against fate. It is up to you whether you believe my words. Regardless, that is all I will say on the matter. I have no right to intervene any further.
I will hold you to your word.
Thank you for setting me free. In return, I will tell you one more thing that you cannot afford to ignore.
Just then, a strange wave of energy rippled through the city. We had no idea what it could mean.
If I were you, I would head to the Universitas Magistrorum.
The Universitas? Oh no!
I'm sure we'll be seeing each other again very soon, Rerir.
Whatever Vedifalnir said, I didn't catch it. I didn't even help him out of the prison. There was no time to lose.
Okay, we're done, thank God. Very interesting way of telling it, but I didn't want to do more. I didn't want to do more. I did not want to do more of the chess pieces navigation. Oh my God. Oh wait, I'm actually using my team.
Doing with the Universitas Magistrorum. Out of my way! The Universitas. That reminds me of a rumor I once heard. Allegedly, the king installed secret mechanisms in the palace and around the city. No one knows where they are or what kind of power they hold. But if they were ever going to activate, it would probably be on a night like tonight.
Help! Help! Hold on! Don't let them anywhere near you! Save me! I can't! Ah!
That sounded like an explosion. So the rumor is true? The king really went through with it. What other means does the king have at his disposal?
Again, I don't know why we're surprised. This is the same man that is actively committing genocide of people just for the love of the game at this point.
I have to hurry.
Why are we surprised that he has like defense mechanisms and contingency plans and that he's insane? Why are we shocked? He clearly is not sane in the head. Duh. Ew, why'd they give her this basic eye glider? Yuck. He does have that fit on point, not gonna lie. This is true. He got that shit on. He does have that shit on. I cannot lie.
Universitas Magistrorum? Why now? Oh no, they're coming. It's no use. The table won't hold out much longer.
He's a pretty chill guy.
Weapons. Where are the weapons?
Pretty chill guy, pretty chill dude.
Of course.
He's like,
all the lab equipment
you would look at him and expect him to be very stoic, but he's like
haven't been allocated yet.
just very chill, low-key charming, a jokester, etc., etc.
Stay back. Please stay back.
Hello? What in the world does she see? Oh!
What's that?
Oh!
So the rumors about your work are true.
What? No! Listen, something happened at the palace tonight. We have to leave.
You don't need to lie to me anymore.
What do you mean?
I know why you're worried, and I will respect the decision you've made. But it's okay, because I found a solution. I know how to end all this. You can have it back. The normal life you so desire. But until then, I'm afraid our wedding will have to wait.
Cylinders? No, don't do it! Cylinders! Cylinders!
I told you, Rerir. Let her go. You will find someone better.
No! No, I won't do it! I have to save her!
By what means exactly? A lowly pawn. You lack the power.
Is this where he turns?
Do you know a way? Tell me!
Come to the palace. Join us.
Oh, it's cooked. It's cooked. GG's, it's cooked. Hmm?
Step forth and take your share.
Oh.
You made it.
Not you two.
Oh my god, wait, I just realized what's happening. I was like, wait, why are we switching to Dane? Why is Dane on the floor? I was very confused. This is when they all became sinners. And that's why he became a sinner.
Were you daydreaming?
Damn, Dane really watched that happen? Like, he really watched all of them become sinners
That question you asked
at the same time.
Oh. You mean...
I found his JPVA's Gojo?
Yeah.
Ah.
I'm wondering,
Based.
where do you think would be a good place?
I say as I haven't watched Jujutsu Kaisen.
Maybe in the garden? Or were you thinking a fancy restaurant?
It's your choice.
I hate Gojo? Wait, why? And that's the area we know.
I will find you. And then you can give me your answer.
Okay, so I can understand why he probably possibly hates Rhindaughter. Not Rhindaughter, Voldemir.
A monster created by
I understand why he might hate him because he probably blames him or feels like he lied.
People's thoughts for too long can get uncomfortable.
But I don't understand the strong vexation towards the moon. Unless he's blaming the moons in general for those circumstances being caused.
Conria is what happens when the truth falls by the wayside. Everyone tells little white lies, and before long,
I never watched AJK either. I've just never really like felt like it looks cool, don't get me wrong, but I've never like felt the need to watch it for real, you know? Like it's not like
but the tale of any fallen civilization is one of endless tragedy.
it's not really a good comparison because it's not in the same genre, but like Horimiya or Ollie Likes to Hide Her Feelings in Russian, like those animes, I went out of my way to watch them because I got interested in them by stuff I was seeing. But JJK, I've seen a lot of JJK, but it's never really like, I've never like just felt motivated to watch it, you know? I don't know, nothing like grabbed me enough.
Everyone, I'm back. Can I get a standing ovation?
Yes, you can.
She's fine. Boss is a pro.
Yes, I'm fine. You will have seen the events of Rarir's life through my thoughts. It's now clear that he is just a regular nobody, driven by...
I honestly hate Gojo. I just feel like he's... No, that's fair. That's fair. I get it. Honestly, I get it because like same. And again, like I hadn't watched it, but even I feel like if I did, he's just like...
They did give us a clear glimpse into his life.
Like he's not like...
However,
I guess this kind of thing, same thing as like Jinwoo. Like Jinwoo, like he's cool, but he's just a guy. But the level of glaze that he gets is like, feels a little unwarranted. I don't know.
You're speaking in riddles again.
He seems overhyped. Like, don't get me wrong. Like he is cool in the show. He is cool. He is that guy in the show in the context of it.
although I do
But
hope you choose to remain a part of the plan. Without you,
I don't know.
the mission ahead will be all but impossible.
Then try to remember that
Like to me, he's just a cool guy, a part of the show. But to other people, Gojo is like the anime character of all time.
Now, as for you, Missy, you were excellent. You stuck to the rules of the ceremony and kept your mouth shut the entire
Which for me, at times, I get a little annoying, and I'm like,
Cool.
can y'all shut up about Gojo? for like 2 seconds.
Now, most of what I saw went right over my head.
Patience. You'll hear the whole story, don't you worry.
But again, that's just
But
me.
let's meet up with the others first. It will save me narrating it twice. Yehoda?
Yes, boss. Let me get that door for ya.
That's more like it. For a moment there, I was worried you'd forgotten about the first clause of your employment contract.
Forgive my curiosity, but what does the first clause say?
It says I gotta do the annoying stuff that boss is too lazy to do for herself. Like opening the door, pouring the tea, yada yada.
Is that right?
If something is in the contract, it's because she willingly agreed to it. Rest assured that the Curatorium abides by the very strictest of labor policies. You don't seriously think I'm cruel enough to treat her like my slave? In any case, I've hardly shied away from my share of the work today. Hope I don't catch Flints and Varka lounging about in their chairs, enjoying a leisurely cup of tea. There's nothing I dislike more than other people enjoying themselves while I'm hard at work.
Wait, that's actually a bar. I love that. I love that for you because same, girl, same.
Oh no.
Why did I get flashbang? Is her mind like still kind of screwed up? Whoa!
To have run into some trouble.
Whoa!
Evidently so. Don't worry, I'm not about to leave you to fend for yourselves. I'm not that kind of boss. And it would go against the Curatorium's labor policy.
I'm sorry. What did you hear me say? I wasn't talking about labor policy.
Wait. How long have I been standing here?
Not long. You just appeared by the door a moment ago.
Boss, what's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost.
We've been tricked. We never left at all. Somehow I hallucinated that whole scene back inside the office.
Hallucinated? But how?
How indeed. This place should heed my will alone. All thoughts and actions that occur in here are just a result of pawns moving across the chessboard in a carefully calculated manner. And nobody has access to this chess set but me.
So you control everything in here?
More or less. But yes, it's a special technique of mine.
Has anything like this ever happened before?
Aether speaking!
It was the first time I used the chess set.
Is there any similarity between what happened then and what's happening now?
I suppose my thoughts are a little turbulent, which was also the case my first time.
Is there anything I can do to help?
The first clause of your contract clearly states that I only need your help with things that I'm too lazy to do myself.
Meaning you're not feeling lazy right now?
Meaning this is not something Yehoda can help with. The chess set is a personal treasure that I alone understand. I must be the one to find our way out of here.
Boss, it's fine. Really. Let me do something useful.
Oh, listen to you. Whatever would I do without you, Yehoda?
What? Really?
Yes, really. Where would I ever find another employee as obedient and servile as you? God forbid anything ever happens to you.
Oh, okay.
I love them.
Anyway, I was thinking of fetching some water. There's gotta be a source around here somewhere. I suggest everyone finds someplace comfortable to take a rest. We gotta conserve our energy. Even though all this chess malarkey doesn't exist in a physical sense, mentally speaking, it's all real. And so is our tiredness and fatigue. You don't want to dismiss mental fatigue. Just because it isn't physical doesn't mean it's any less serious. But anyway...
Why am I getting psychologically attacked by the quest?
Don't worry about a thing.
Don't I have the best employees? Jealous much?
If we can find a suitable time, I'd love to borrow Yehoda for a day to help out at the Frost Moon Scions. Would you be amenable to that, Boss Nefer?
Oh, Llama.
Hello?
Have I ever told you just how pretty you are? Beauty runs from the tips of your antlers to the depths of your imagination. Time to rally, everyone. Follow me. As we continue our journey, the same rules will apply.
I can't tell if her mind is just broken so she's just being more honest or if she's just in Omega troll mode.
And don't disturb the chess pieces. You have my word that I will get us all out of here.
Yo, this doesn't answer one question because like the main thing I was wondering like at the start, not at the start, but when I first looked at like the trailer for this patch, I was like, girl, how the fuck do we have time to go to, because again, it's not like the characters, it's not like the characters in this game can travel the same way that we can. They can't use waypoints and stuff. They have to manually walk everywhere we go. So I'm thinking, okay, in what universe, in the middle of the whole Rerir stuff going on, does Nefer, the Traveler, Lauma, and Yehoda have time to go all the way to Sumeru? But this is how. I was like, bro, like it makes no sense. How in the world will we even get there and get back in a good enough amount of time? Thank you for the hydrate. But like, it makes sense in this context because we're like going through like her memories. Yo, she grew up in the outcast village. I don't remember the name of this village, but that's surprising.
Mind telling me what Sinohe's been up to recently? I'm trying to get in his good books and I need a way in.
Get in his good books? Why? What do you want with my dad, Uncle Apepi?
I've written a new song. I was hoping to showcase it at the next festival, but I'll need his approval.
A new song, huh? I'd love to stay and listen, but unfortunately, Uncle Retinue says my dad's looking for me.
Well, there's plenty of time and I'm not going anywhere. See that pile of stones? I'll be sitting there warming up my vocal cords. Come find me when you're done.
Pile of stones. Got it.
Where am I going? Oh. That takes so much extra stamina.
Hi, Dad. Uncle Retinue said you were looking for me.
Ah, there's my little princess. If you'd gotten back just a little sooner, you could have shared the spoils of war with me.
Spoils of war? Who were you fighting against, Dad?
It was just a figure of speech. The aftermath of a sandstorm is no time to be waging war. I was talking about our war against thirst. I went out to fix our water supply problem, and now I'm back. Which means...
we have a well again!
That's right. I found a new one and brought back as much water as I could carry. It should last us for a good while.
If it wasn't for these blasted sandstorms, our wells wouldn't be caving in. You wouldn't be spending all your time out searching for new water sources.
As the chief of our tribe, I'm supposed to be leading us out of hardship and poverty. Onto better things. You know how prosperous our ancestors were. I've told you all the stories. And look at us now. Squeezed into these hovels. No one would choose this, if it wasn't for the endless wars over the years. But things are looking up. I started working with some folks from the academia a few months back. They gave me some contacts in return for my assistance in the desert.
So you're the academia's helper now?
Special ambassador, they call it. Think of it as a partnership. It's nothing bad, okay? We've been isolated here in the desert for too long. Seeking opportunities elsewhere is the best thing for us, and the fastest way to progress.
So, do you get anything good out of being a special ambassador?
Of course. My luck's improving all the time. One day, I swear I'm gonna lead us out of this place. We'll find somewhere new. Somewhere better.
Think of it different. It's like literally like maybe a single percentage.
Well, and you know it.
Oh God.
You stole from us. Well, you've gone from chief to thief. and now you have to face the consequences.
Did you really think you could take our water without permission and get away with it? You're either brave, stupid, or both.
And that special ambassador act? Yeah, nice try. We spoke to the academia. They said it was all news to them. You're a liar and a...
Oh. Did she just watch her dad get slimed out? Damn.
I heard Yehuda gasp, but I don't blame her. Most people are terrified by the sight of blood. Corpses strewn across the ground. The wounds are clearly from scimitars and daggers. The desert dwellers' weapons of choice. There's a handwritten note on the ground. Let's see what it says.
Halil, this is Sinuhe, chief of the Shimti tribe. Surely you remember me. I was the one who helped you and your colleagues avoid the quicksand in the desert. This is my second time writing to you. I assume my last letter must have gotten lost in the mail, as I didn't receive a reply. I hope this one makes it to you safely. I'm writing to you because I need some help. That sandstorm the other day completely blocked up our well, forcing me to look for another water source in Iab and Unut territory. It was a matter of survival. Praise the gods. The well of the Iab tribe was intact. It was my last resort. I drew what water I could and left, but not without being spotted. I fear they will retaliate. You told me to write to you if I ever needed help. You said you'd be my ally in the academia. I urgently need you to formally recognize my title of Special Ambassador and send some of your people to assist me for a few days. It's the only way I can convince them that this was the academia's decision and prevent them from retaliating. This is an emergency. Please send help as soon as possible.
Looks like this letter never got sent. The writer died a grisly death, and the letter was trampled into the ground. It's badly defaced. Some parts are barely legible. What a ridiculous lie the surviving Shimti tell. Their whole village was butchered over a sip of water.
Damn, that sucks. And it's kind of crazy because they did quite literally get murdered over water.
Officer, welcome. Welcome to our humble village.
I thought you would at least have the courtesy to provide some respectable libations.
This is the finest wine Aru village has to offer.
Aru Village, that's what it was called. Imagine he spits it out.
The Academia has agreed to reserve a single space for a candidate from your village. But I remain skeptical of this entire endeavor. I highly doubt anyone in this desert possesses serious academic potential.
Please, have faith. If not in us, then in our god. The child we found shows great promise.
Now I'm assuming this is Nefer.
Away from this place. Give her a chance. Don't let her talent go to waste.
I don't recognize her. New arrival?
She showed up here a few days ago and we took her in. She's a really bright kid.
Oh no, this is a different village,
So, where are you from?
Nowhere special. Just a sand dune.
What about the rest of your family? How many of you are there?
You're dead.
Just the one.
It's only you?
Correct.
So, no brothers, no sisters, no mother or father?
Any who have slept on a bed of sand, I call my brothers and my sisters. Apart from that, I have no family.
All right. Get over here. Sign your name on the form. Never. You're rather fair-skinned for a desert dweller.
Okay, don't even part your lips to say that because the majority of the desert dwellers are fair-skinned. They forgot the demographic of their own video game. Oh wait, I forgot to put the chat back on screen. Oops. I'm also assuming this is all like pre the traveler showing up. In other words, the academia still sucks.
Nefer, this term's assignments have been issued already.
Please read through the materials thoroughly, conduct your own additional research, and then write an essay on the topic.
Yes, Professor, I'm aware. I just had a couple more questions I wanted to get your perspective on.
Oh? Please ask away.
Well, I saw the other students' problem sheets, and I couldn't help but notice that my assignment is much easier than theirs. Do you really think I'm a weak student?
A weak student? Goodness, no. Quite the opposite. You have a sharp mind. Almost too sharp.
I think what you're saying is, a weak student wouldn't have noticed the discrepancy. And if they did, they certainly wouldn't complain about the lighter workload.
You see, sharp as they come. You see things the way they are. And I'm sure you know why they're like that.
Because of where I come from. Because I'm different.
I'm sorry, Nefer. I don't like it any more than you do. It's just... Anyway, you said you had a couple of questions?
I wanted to check. If someone sent me a letter to the academia, where do I go to collect it?
I got on DVD and I bought Nemi in his OG skin. Hooray! I don't know who that is, but yay!
Someone should hand it right to you.
Not exactly. It's not even a recent letter. I was just curious where the mail would end up if no one collects it.
The House of Dana, I expect. I know there's a box for
Oh, Nemesis.
Probably sitting on
My instinct was Nemesis, but I was like, maybe there's just a character that's actually named Nemi.
Okay, got it. Thank you, Professor.
Oh, don't mention it. Honestly, I feel like I failed you. I'm supposed to be your teacher, but I haven't taught you anything.
Hey, don't say that. You're a great teacher, and you do your best for all your students. But the rules are the rules. You're not allowed to teach students like me. It's not just the academia either. The whole world bends over backwards for the successful, and leaves the losers to suffer and die.
Oh, my dear child. Don't tell me you've given up on life already.
I haven't. I just think that if you want to make it in this world, you have to find a way to become successful.
And then she comes to be the literal proprietor of the Northland Information blah 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 blah. Huzzah. I don't even know what the purpose of that freaking charge stack is in her kit, dude. I don't even get the purpose.
This must be it. A big cardboard box full of unclaimed mail. And probably some letters that ended up here by mistake, too. Let's take a look. A dilapidation survey from Port Ormos. This one was never even opened. I guess the recipient didn't care what the Core of 30 had to say about anything. Who was it addressed to? This one is addressed to the Immortus Sage. The title is Changes Observed in Satyavada Life Symptoms. Why do all these letters read like full-blown dissertations? Guided by the incense, we became lost somewhere in the forest. In clinical terms, these symptoms fit the description of incense poisoning. The Immorta Darshan strictly prohibits the use of hallucinogenic substances, but
I recognize what they're talking about.
People getting away with it. For example, my neighbor who always breaks out into song and dance after using incense. This seems like something the academia would want to know about. Why wasn't it collected?
Because of censoring information and everything is happening in the world.
This written on the note says, the sender authored this letter while under the influence of mushrooms. I would send it back, but no return address was provided.
Besides that, I might buy the new Cheryl skin and probably not touch the game very often. That's been a great one. Yeah, I've heard that. Most people that I know that play DBD outside of like the literal clinically attached have been very like uninterested in playing recently, and instead it's felt very like ilge and bad to play. Hi, cat.
As per the policy to this effect. However, it appears to me that these students have not, in fact,
Ill DBD indeed.
provided
Based.
educational opportunities that are, in any meaningful sense, equal, as well as receiving dumbed-down assignments and perfunctory tutoring. They do not even have education is the
Why are you the way you
purpose of
are?
this institution, which should
Why are
go
you
without
like this?
saying in a nation whose founding virtues are knowledge and wisdom.
Who did this to you?
I ask you, is the
Who
late
made you the way that you are? Who
pay
made
the
you like
policy
this?
of education for desert students truly the standard of pedagogy to which the
My mother?
academia
That's why I slapped her
aspires?
butt.
As Grand Sage, policy decisions are your prerogative, but do not forget your
And
roots.
good, you're not allowed to
You and
leave.
I were once
If you
students
did,
too, as
I
was
would touch
everyone
your
else
butt.
in this institution.
In fact, I already have touched it today, as a matter of
Give
fact.
some serious attention to this matter. I encourage you to discuss issues like this with myself.
I
and
do
others,
not.
and listen to some alternative opinions. Great letter. Shame it didn't get to where it needed to go. And the sender is... I didn't realize anyone else even knew how bad students like me have it in this place. So this is where letters from the Sage of Spontamod end up? Nice one, Grand Sage. Whatever. I'm not exactly holding out hope that a letter sent from the desert would even make it here. But if it
Short.
I can't believe how much discarded mail there is. Must have been years since someone last went through it all. And this is just one box. The whole House of Dana is boxes on shelves. I don't believe for 1 second that any human being has sat down and read through all the documents in this place. Who has that much free time on their hands?
Rage! I won't say out loud, but I just looked at. Rage!
Could this be it?
I'm proud of you. Least fancy envelope in the box. Damn.
Greetings, Halil. My name is Sinuhe, chief of the Shimti tribe. I was the one who came to you and your colleagues' aid when you ran into trouble in the Great Red Sand. I don't know how well you remember it now, but I brought you to safety.
This is the first letter he sent, right?
Supplies. In my tribe, learning a person's true name is serious.
I have a man that can tame me.
And I therefore see you all as friends. You were kind enough to leave your contact.
Why are you saying what the flark? You're the one that typed it.
The Shimti tribe lives a harsh.
But also, that doesn't surprise me.
You were sympathetic towards my
Mainly because I consistently read your statuses
a special ambassador of the academia.
that very much actively reflect your romance life.
This brings me to my reason for writing. Our tribe has fallen on particularly hard times, and I would like to ask for your assistance. There was a terrible sandstorm a few days ago, which blocked up the well in our land. To ensure my people's survival,
Okay, well, this is the second note.
but to venture into Eob and Unut territory in search of an alternate water source. The Eob and Unut are descended
Versus the
from
first.
Sardinians. While we trace our
Whatever.
ancestors
Point is, he still sent the letter.
I found a well belonging to the Eob tribe. They declined to help us, but I really had no other option
I am glad.
to keep me and my tribe alive. My actions are certain to encourage.
Oh! I didn't reply to Shania hours ago. Flark.
When we met, you assured me that you would be my ally in the academia. I would like to take you up on that offer.
I also don't really know what team means in this context.
I wonder if you could send an academia representative to meet with me.
Oh wait, I turned auto off.
That
Whoops.
aside, the last time you were here, you mentioned that the academia had started accepting students from the desert. And I told you a little about my daughter, Nefer. We have next to no resources here in the desert, and my power and influence are limited. would you consider enrolling my daughter at the academia? She is a smart girl. I know she won't disappoint you.
From the outset, the academia never took you seriously. Those things they promised were just empty words. I doubt they even remember the name Sinue. And you were so emphatic that your luck had finally changed for the better. You swore you'd lead us to a better place one day. You spoke with such conviction, like you were the most powerful chief in the whole desert. You liar. You lied about everything. You promised the world and delivered on none of it. And who fell for it? Just me, by the looks of it. Despite your best efforts. Which makes you a pathetic liar. You weren't even any good at it. I think I'll take over from here. Let me show you how it's done.
Oh. Okay, girl, lock in. I'm here for it. But yes, let me leave. I don't want to be here. We do not like the academia in this time frame. We don't like them. They suck, they stink, and they all need to die, and they're racist. But like actually, factually. Bro, I hate that 1 minute I'm like cold as hell in my room, then the next minute I'm hot. Because like, I'm sitting here and I'm cold, but I'm hot.
I just came to say goodbye.
I hate it here.
Thanks for everything you've done for me in my time here.
Nefer? You packed your bags. Where are you going?
To a place that isn't racist.
I'm quitting. Something's come up in my hometown. Gonna head back and deal with it.
Huh? But this was a hard-won opportunity for you. You know that better than I do.
It was. But it doesn't matter. I have more important things to deal with and they can't wait. Oh, and I didn't want to overfill my bags, so I left some incense on your desk. What's wrong? I thought you liked incense. Although, I did read somewhere in the House of Dana that it has hallucinogenic effects. Don't use it all at once, alright?
Isn't this the stuff you brought from your hometown? You're just letting me have it? But you said it's a rare and valuable commodity.
Yeah, about that.
Lied.
I lied. It's not rare at all. There's this bunch of ruins near my hometown that are practically overgrown with this plant. It's not worth much. Keep it. It's fine.
But Nefer...
All right. That's all from me. You take care.
Don't forget me, okay? I mean, we're more than just classmates, right? We're friends.
Yeah. I'll remember you. I lied again. That incense is worth a fortune, and it's a rare find even in those ruins. And as for remembering her, I have far too much to do when I get back. No time to reminisce. I'll be lucky if I even make it through this alive. But either way, I expect I'll forget you pretty quickly.
Plotting? Nar. I stopped after like maybe the first 2-ish weeks. Like, and honestly, it's not even because a lot of people are like getting on the story of the game and stuff like that. It honestly wasn't even that for me. It's more of just the fact that I really just don't have more space for gacha games. Like I said before, like before the game came out, like I can't ignore it because it's a Persona game, and I need my Persona fix. Yes, it is ironic for me to say that, given that Persona 3 Reload has not been finished yet.
Lower your blade.
Clock my shit another day.
I'm the one they sent.
Anyways,
Not all special ambassadors share my admiration for the EAB people.
what was I about to say? I forgot.
The ever-shifting balance
Oh yeah, but like I said before I started, I literally don't have more justifiable space for more gacha games, and that one I really don't like the fact that you can hit pity and not get the like you can hit pity over and over and over and not get the character. I don't like that at all, and that's just not good whatsoever. Not to mention, I feel like the concept of a Persona game, it doesn't work in the sense of a gacha. It has pity, but it's not guaranteed pity. Like you could go, like let's take Joker's Banner for example, right? You could hit pity on Joker's Banner over and over and over again, but it not be Joker. I think to my knowledge, that's my remember was like to my knowledge. But you can literally hit pity over and over and over on that banner and it not be Joker. That is terrifying to think of. Then, in addition to, again, like I was saying, I feel like Persona isn't the game that works as a gacha because there's so many other things to it that it's like, it kind of just doesn't work. And then by extension, because it's a gacha game, I feel like that limits the things that Persona is most known for even more. Like, for instance, I feel like it completely kind of screws over certain aspects of storytelling because, for instance, one of the girls that I like, one of the girls that I liked when I thought was cute, I already knew she was a Persona user because I randomly pulled her off a multi-summon. I have no idea how she's gonna get her Persona, but I knew eventually she was gonna have one. And yeah, like when you play Persona games, you have an idea of who's maybe gonna get one at some point, but it's not that much it's not that hard in your face about it, you know? Then outside of that, like, again, it's a gacha, so stuff is time gated, stuff is limited, etc. But it's like you're playing Persona, a game where you're supposed to really be doing a whole lot of stuff consistently and raising a bunch of different stats. But again, it's like all that for the most part can't really work in the concept of a gacha game because of how gachas fundamentally are.
I am making myself clear.
And I hope your words are the truth.
And even like with the palace, I've only been in one palace. I don't even think I got to the end of Baseball Guy's palace. Pretty sure. But
I assure you,
it just doesn't really hit the same. Like playing it doesn't hit the same for me. It doesn't hit the same collecting. Well, I mean, you don't collect personas. You don't collect them the same way. Like the gameplay loop is the same, but it's really as if you took the gameplay loop of Persona and put it into a different game. And you put Persona's name in front of it. And even with the whole like, oh, like you are channeling like your different allies from Persona history or whatever as people, I feel like them not being involved, at least like again from the portion that I was playing, them not being involved in the story at all outside of just literally being phantoms, I feel like it's kind of bleh. I feel like there's more they could have done with it. And in the concept itself of everyone of it being like a case where you're dealing with people who could have became the large-scale palace members of Persona 5, and you're dealing with those people on the side, and like you're doing your own little thing. Like it's a good concept. It's just again, I feel like it's just not. It just doesn't work with that gacha format. And again, there's just things they did that made the gacha system even worse than it already like fundamentally was. And again, like simply put, I just don't have the freedom of keeping another game in my like rotation, you know?
What? Well, don't just stand there. Take it. Yes, Chief.
I have every confidence in the EAB's military superiority. And yes,
like I already play enough. I play again, like as of right now, well, as of that time, I don't remember if like I was playing Genshin as heavily at that time, but HSR was a main, Wuwa was a main, ZZZ was a main. Again, regardless of like yeah, there's times where I don't like play these games as heavily, yes. But overall, these are the games I'm sticking with. These are the ones I'm choosing to stick with. That's why it's like when people are like, oh, like you excited for this gacha game, you're excited for that gacha game. I'm like, I mean, I'll try it out. I'll try Blue Protocol. Not Blue Protocol isn't like a gacha game. It's just another time-consuming game. I'll try it out, but I can't promise anything. Because like when you just give me, I can't have all this time-consuming shit on my table, on my plate, you know? Like how, like next week, I'm really excited for Duet Night Abyss. Extremely excited. But I'm partially excited because it's not a gacha game anymore. It still might be time consuming. It might be time consuming. It might like, you know, take a fair amount of my attention. And I'm really looking forward to it because of the story presentation and how the characters look. And honestly, I don't know much about it. I honestly don't know much about it outside of that. But it not being a gacha game, again, even if that means I gotta be super grindy, I can manage that. What I can't manage is a whole other consistent gacha-y system.
Academia would rather
in addition to the ones I already play.
our tribe instead of the EAB. Yes?
The EAB are ruthless murderers who
Yeah,
don't listen
exactly.
to reason.
I'm split between Ford, Rocket League, DVD, and single players. Like, I get that. I get that. Because again, like outside of my gotchas, I still have like Squadra is one of those games. Squadra, Rivals, Fortnite, I can all lump into incentive-based plays for me. Whereas like if I have something to grind, if there's something I want, like from a battle pass or something, then I'm playing them heavy. If I don't, then I'm not, right? So we have those. Then we have the other like games that I play on my own on the occasion. And then there's stuff that I still want to get back to. Like I still want to get back to Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. I still want to get back to Persona 3 Reload. I still want to get back to Final Fantasy 16. I still want to play certain other games that are on my brain's list of stuff that I want to play. Or that are going to come out at some point. So something's got to give at some point. I can't play every gacha. I can't play every game, you know?
We can't confront them ourselves, but we can support their enemies. The Unut have always had.
And in the case of Persona, I just felt myself like logging in. Like one thing about me, like Peep It, and the same thing happened with Blue Protocol. The first night I was playing, I was very much just. Did I say first month or first day? The first day I was playing, I very much was just kind of playing it just because I was online and I was playing it for real. And every instance afterwards, that was kind of just what I was doing. Is just kind of playing it just to play it. Another thing, okay, another problem I have with the Persona game, again, it's a Persona game, and another problem with Personas being a gachas is that gachas, again, they time gate your content behind like your progression and stuff like that. Persona, if you want to play through the palace, if you want to take stuff at your own pace, you can do that. With P5X, you can't do that. Because at some point, you literally get locked out of the main quest because you're not a high enough level. And at that point, you're just kind of artificially being forced to not play the game, but you're forced to play the game still, you know? And again, for me, that's just not what I want from Persona. I don't have a problem with that from gacha games. I don't have an issue with that. I'm used to that. I play gachas, so I'm used to that system, but that's not what I want from a Persona game, because I'm playing a Persona game for the experience. I'm playing it for the experience. I'm playing it for the story. I'm playing it for the characters. I'm playing it for the world and to immerse myself in it. And I can't do that if the game is constantly stopping me from immersing myself.
Look at yourselves. Be vile, savage monsters, but your butchered bodies bleed like any others. You're no different. You're nothing special at all. The monsters who destroyed my home, they're just ordinary, petty human beings. What a joke. I think we're even now. Maybe I've even done the desert a favor. It's a better
It would seem as though I have judged Nefer a bit too early. She's a little bit insane, and I'm here for it. W get back. W get back. I'm here for it. I like that. I like that out of you.
Ruthless as I was today, our tribe's people would still be.
And all of those are kind of low on the priority list since they're kind of Lucky for lucky that Ford. The next one's a total skip for me unless Bring Forward. Yeah.
To survive, but you couldn't do what had to be done.
Nefer, it's okay. All of this is in the past now.
I believe I remember you promising to remain silent.
Yeah, but even so.
Yehoda, is there anything you can do to ease the tension?
Alright, time for a sharp turn onto a completely
Same, but I have no. Like, again, like, even like when Family Guy shit was in there, like I was like, whatever. And like, yeah, like. I feel like of the shows like that, the only ones that really do something for me would be like maybe South Park, Futurama, and again, Family Guy. I don't really have like a connection to Family Guy, but I did watch it. Simpsons was never really that show for me, and I also feel like Simpsons doesn't really fit. Yeah, exactly. I feel like Simpsons isn't fitting for Fortnite. Family Guy, at least, there's so much random ass stuff that happens in Family Guy. You can kind of be like, okay, you know what? Peter Griffin randomly being in Fortnite, okay, fine, it makes sense. But like, in the case of The Simpsons, Simpsons isn't like that. Simpsons isn't that kind of show. Where like yes, random things be happening, but like Simpsons, I feel like makes more sense in terms of like the show itself. The show itself makes more sense than Family Guy. Family Guy is just an amalgamation of nonsense. Each episode.
My biggest trade secret of all.
Ah. Then I'm guessing it's where you got your power from. The power to peer into...
Especially for a whole mini season. If it was like just 4 Simpsons. Yeah, like if it was just like again, like what they do with the Dragon Ball stuff, for example. Like they give us some like skins in the shop, and then they like add in like maybe like an item or two in BR for a few weeks and then take it out after. That's fine, but like a whole season and map dedicated to it is like kind of much.
What do you mean? General Mahamatra Sino, the spirit of Hermanubis dwells within him.
That's Boss Neff for ya. She knows everything.
No, yeah, because the thing is with Dragon Ball, or really just most animes in general, there's so much more theming that you can do. I feel like with Battle Passes, one of the beauties of them is like you get to theme the season and theme everything you're putting out around the pass. That's why like certain seasons I have such like strong attachments to, like the Neo Japan aesthetic season. I love that season because of the overall aesthetics of it and everything that was like just so concise and all in one thing. But again, you can't really do that with the Simpsons because what is the Simpsons theme? Donuts? Donuts and alcohol? Because that's about it. But again, like Dragon Ball, you can like do like you can like have interesting POIs that are like relevant to the anime. You could like freaking make like the island floating in the sky like Kami's Lookout. Like there's shit that you could fucking do with like a or anime one, or again just any anime in general, because there's just so much more. They're much more palatable. They're much more palatable than like these shows. Or again, even again, like they would never do South Park, obviously. Obviously, they would never do South Park. But even something like South Park, there's a lot I feel like you could do with South Park because there's so much stuff specific to South Park. Like South Park has so many other inspirations of like culture in it that you could make a South Park work. You could go the Stick of Truth route and have it be like Dungeons and Dragons based or whatever. There's a Magic the Gathering, wherever the fuck it is. I don't remember. You could have it be based on their superhero stuff. You could have it be based on the other random things that happen in that freaking town. Like there's so many random stuff you could do with South Park. I mean, Bart and Lisa are coming. Why not South Park characters? Honestly, I think, at least for me, I wouldn't expect South Park just because like South Park is so overtly profane. Then I guess like so is Family Guy and Simpsons.
The legends say that he
No, I guess at the same. Well, no, you said Bart and Lisa, so never mind. Is it Kid Bart and Lisa, or is it like their aged up versions that like they occasionally pop up in the show? Okay, this cutscene makes so much more sense now because I was like, bro, how did we get here? Hello? Is that not her cat?
It's just Ashru.
So, all is well?
That thing's about to jump at me.
Typically speaking, at this point, the world disintegrates. Then we find ourselves back in the outside world. Besides, these are my memories. There's nothing to fear.
You're sure?
Of course. It's almost over.
Oh. Pop off, Ether.
Hold on.
Oh, hi, Rear.
Knowing too much is always a death sentence.
Speak for yourself.
Yo, Rear, you kinky bastard. All you've done this patch is tie up people and choke them. Yo, good looks, Alice. Thank you, Flynn's. Oh! Wait, no, that's Dane. That's Dane. That's Dane. I lied. I assumed it was Flynn's based on the color. Columbine, my goat. Yo, what's good, daddy? They gave him the Morty treatment, gave him little exosuits to sit in. Ah, see, like they could do that with South Park, and like, again, like they could give him like. They probably wouldn't do Kenny though.
Timed that pretty well.
They probably wouldn't do Princess Kenny.
It's okay. I'm just glad no one was hurt. Paimon noticed you doing something too, Dainsliff. Were you helping get them out?
Of course. When I asked Nefer to conduct this investigation, I was
Kenny can be there, but I don't.
Involved. I had a duty to ensure your safety.
Good to know you're.
I don't know they do. I don't think they do Princess Kenny in particular. Like if they were to do something, I don't think they do Princess Kenny specifically.
That comes as a great relief.
I certainly did.
Though I think my brain is thinking I'm too stick of truth coded, so my brain is going like so far left issue. Like left. Yeah, like that's the thing. Like I think of when I think of South Park being the one that they wouldn't like go out of their way with to like mess with, because again, like all these shows are mature, but I feel like South Park has been, especially like in recent seasons, has been very on the nose with what they're trying to say about what's going on in the world. And not to say that Family Guy, I can't speak for Simpsons, I don't watch it, and Family Guy I haven't seen in years. But not to say that they haven't touched on things here and there, but I feel like it's more of, for the most part, they're not making direct commentary on things. They're more of using real life events and making it relevant in the show. South Park will take something that's directly happening, make direct commentary on it, and then go off of it from there.
That's why we weren't able to leave at first.
Or again, like,
of your chess set, it's quite a remarkable item. Would I be right in thinking you have some connection to King Deshret?
Okay, now I'm not talking about.
You overestimate me. I only have a connection with one of his underlings, the Ibis King. You all saw how this came to be. A long time ago, the Eab massacred my tribe, the Shimti, in our home village.
Oh, I love games.
A few years later, I enrolled in the academia, where some new information came to light. The Unut and the Eab fought a bitter battle over the rights to a well, all for the sake of a non-existent.
I think for me, that theme is Harko Soul Silver's. Like, the like first town's theme. And just like certain, I don't remember them off the top of my head. Like I don't remember the locations, but if I heard it, I'd know it. Like those songs would like probably bring me to tears if I heard them again.
Having gotten my revenge, I returned to my home.
Also, Skull Squad's team peak base. W take.
The nearby temple was still standing. There it was, seemingly immune to the relentless hostility of the desert, while my tribal home lay in ruins. As I stood there gazing at the temple, I noticed a cat just outside.
Oh no, I know. I know. I didn't think you were thinking of talking about Team Skull.
The Ibis King. He led me to a gate deep inside the temple, and there he made a deal with me. This chess set is my gift from the Ibis King. The chessboard within is made to the same specifications as the one in the mausoleum of King Deshret, and represents his power of piercing analysis. With this chessboard in its container, I gained a certain ability to perceive hidden secrets. Now, you could conclude that the Ibis King simply wanted to give the people of this world the power to seek the truth. But I don't believe that's the full story. Every god plays favorites. Their hearts are as fickle as any human's, full of secrets, perversions, egotistical tendencies. But precious few gods are willing to admit this.
It is the same with all powerful forces, including fate itself. Their gaze falls preferentially upon a select few. As you rightly point out, this is an act of favoritism.
If you're alluding to the Abyss, then yes, I agree. Gather the others. It's time to share everything I've learned. Thank you all for being here. As promised, I did some further investigating into the Raker of Solnari's background. I am pleased to report that the investigation has been most fruitful indeed. The Raker of Solnari, real name Rerir, was once a Conrian subject who served the Vinster King. I will now share the important details of his story. Please save any questions or comments for the end.
So that's why he's so obsessed with the moon.
A tragic tale, to be sure. But it does not excuse his many transgressions. No matter how much Rerir suffered in the past, the fact remains that he is what we know today as the Wild Hunt, wreaking havoc upon innocent lives in Notcry. He becomes more dangerous with each passing day. If left unchecked, it is simply a matter of time before all of Tevat suffers the consequences. This is a threat that the Knights of Favonius cannot ignore.
A question for Miss Columbina. Forgive me if this is presumptuous, but have you ever seen the spatial gateway that appeared in Rerir's memory?
Never. But I have heard stories of something called the Moon Gate, and this seems to fit the description.
Miss Lama, any thoughts on this?
In the lore of the Frost Moon Scions, the moon is believed to hold many secrets. Some sources speak of ancient knowledge, others of a gateway to the unknown. The term Moongate is one I have heard before. But as is the case with all of our legends, there are no records of any first-hand witnesses. We cannot know whether it truly exists.
Then back to Miss Columbina. As a moon goddess yourself, do you have some idea of where the Moongate leads to?
Not at this stage, sorry. I do hold the power of the Frost Moon, and my strength is recovering well. I can sense that the gate would open at my command, but...
But there's more to the power of the Frost Moon than that?
Yes. A moon goddess has the right to open the Moon Gate, since it is a path to the moon. But as never mentioned, holding open a spatial gateway takes a huge amount of power. And right now, I need to conserve my energy to fight the Raker of Solnari. I'm afraid this is one mystery we may have to leave unsolved for now.
I agree. Better to save your strength. But if you'll humor me for a moment, I have a bold conjecture of my own regarding the world beyond the gateway. I highly suspect that neither Tholindis nor Rerir made it through unscathed. The evidence pointing to this is the fact that the Raker of Solnari exists in the form of countless fragments. With the abyssal power he wields, no ordinary...
Bro, not Jehoda just playing with the cat this whole time.
Tear him to shreds. And yet, the Wild Hunt proliferates wherever his scattered fragments lie, drawing hordes of monsters to many different locations across the land.
So your theory is that Rerir was physically torn to shreds by some powerful force? Hence, why the Wild Hunt is a distributed phenomenon, rather than a unified one?
Makes sense to me. Explains why the Wild Hunt is so pervasive, and why he's been trying to piece himself back together. He was whole to begin with, and he wants to be whole again.
Without the power of the Abyss on his side, he almost certainly would have perished the moment he was torn apart. But the Abyss, much like a curse, has kept him alive.
I could not agree more. The power of the Abyss is most surely a curse.
It is a compelling explanation. and one that accords with my present understanding of abyss creatures. Whether the life form in question is primitive or advanced, if a curse has extended its lifespan unnaturally, it will continue to survive in spite of everything. This raises some interesting questions. I will run some experiments and see if there is any validity to my suspicions. That being said, regardless of whether my research bears fruit, I would like to thank Miss Nefer for conducting such a thorough investigation. Already, it has greatly enriched my understanding.
It probably will.
My pleasure.
Actually, did Donkey Kong get a bundle?
I too hope that the
Because if
information
Donkey Kong got one, then I feel like Kirby would definitely get one.
look to formulate the next stage of our plan.
Hey, what is it, Dainsliff? You look really upset.
It's just... when I think of the man I once knew as Revir, I struggle to understand why things had to turn out
On number 4, and I thank goodness. Hooray!
You used to be friends, didn't you? I don't know if these words will bring any comfort.
Bro, Jehoda just playing with the cat this entire time in the background is sending me.
We can never know all the hows and whys of the way things are. The
Wait,
moments
what?
are untold secrets and lies.
Those were the big hitters of the year, so that makes sense.
Yet, none of that can begin to compare with the complexity of human life.
Those are the first comforting words I've heard in a long time. Thank you both.
Well, I think this is a good place to end today's meeting.
I'd gladly take a Kirby game over a Mario Kart, so I agree there.
She's been through an awful lot today.
Oh, can we just look at Durin? Can we just look at Durin? Can we just spend the rest of our time looking at Durin, please? Please? Yes, yes.
That's very thoughtful of you, Llama.
Of course.
Sounds good to me. Take some time to rest and digest before we reconvene to nail down a plan.
Back at the hotel, you said we'll Paimon for a while and discuss what lies ahead. But once I can actually read it before it disappears.
Is this a bad time? Hope I didn't kill the conversation. No need. Come on, let's talk outside.
I'm like slowly getting used to his face model. He looks great. He looks good. It's just I'm not used to his face looking good.
To get some rest. But before she left, she shared some things with me that I thought you should be aware of. Firstly, although she managed to trap the Raker of Solnari inside her chess set, there's no guarantee that the power of the Ibis King is any match for one of the 5 sinners. Their powers are beyond our comprehension. It's only a matter of time before
We stand Sakurai indeed.
We have to come up with a plan and take care of him before that happens.
Is he just gonna randomly burst out of the chessboard?
Figured that might be the case. So, how long have we got?
Well, I asked her that same question. She talked for a long time, but for the most part, it seemed like she was trying to convince me how precious her chess set is. What a long and storied history it has. It felt like some kind of sales pitch, you know? The kind where you end up handing over Mora against your will.
2 days?
After all that, she finally answered the question. 2 days, at most.
2 days? Holy moly! Can we even recruit enough help in that time?
That remains to be seen. Which brings me to the second issue. Dainsliff is obviously conflicted about this whole thing. But given how little time we have,
He'd
there's no
help.
way we can pull this
Like,
off.
yeah, he's conflicted, but he'll be there.
Some history with him, right? Do you think maybe you could talk to him for us? Great. I appreciate it. All right, on to item 3.
Ah, Durin.
Albedo, Durin, and I put our heads together and came up with a plan. Can't promise it's gonna work yet, but at least it's a start. We figured we'd bounce the idea off you first. We'll explore it further once everyone's recovered.
Oh, Paimon's dying to hear this.
All right, so here's what we're thinking.
In a hushed voice, Varka lays out the current plan. It's a shocking plan, but nothing can faze the greatest traveler and trustiest travel guide in Teyvat. It doesn't take you long to get behind it.
We felt a little uneasy about roping you into this.
So it's just 4 me hours, because why would you not tell me?
Secondly, none of us are your boss. You're well within your rights to refuse if you so choose.
Roping us in? Why would you even say that? We know the stakes here. It's all of us against the Reher of Solnari, or none of us stand a chance.
I choose my words very intentionally, I'll have you know. I like to think there's an art to striking a down-to-earth tone even when the stakes are through the roof.
Sir Varka, I have a few thoughts about
Is it bad that like Loki terrifies me?
I think we can be more flexible with how the roles are allocated. In my view, the most sensible lineup would be like...
That render like Loki terrifies me.
I see your point, yeah. But if that's how we're going to approach this, you'd better make sure you're ready. To be clear, I don't doubt your abilities. Far from it. I just want to make sure. Are you really willing to take all this on?
I've done this for every region. I'll be fine.
Everything within my power. The Ray Hero Solnari is a truly fearsome opponent, and if I do my part, it'll greatly reduce the risk for everyone else involved.
Well, that tracks with what I've heard. Jean's mentioned in her letters that you're so diligent it's almost abnormal. As in, most people weigh up the risks and rewards in situations like this. But you seem to just march towards danger.
I am in fact the protagonist. That is what I do.
Of course, everyone appreciates a fearless pioneer. But all that aside, I'm the Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, and you're our honorary knight. I want to make sure your courage doesn't come at the expense of your safety.
Thank you, Sir Varka.
I should be the one thanking you. It means a lot to have you on board. I'll give some serious thought to your suggestions.
Baraka gives a very knightly bow and says that he'll see you at the hotel again later. He has arranged for everyone to meet and finalize the plan of action. In an effort to lighten the mood, he booked out the hotel for this meeting so you can all chat over a drink. As the moon rises in the sky, you and Paimon leave your room, discussing whether Paimon has any further options other than fruit juice. Right. Everyone is already there waiting for you. They're chatting and smiling. Clearly, the rest has done them good, as well as the existing crew. I can't. You know what? Reading is a scam.
This is a thorough plan, but I do have one last question before we take action. How can we be sure that our enemy won't leave the designated area?
Great question. Albedo's been hard at work analyzing Rarer and the Wild Hunt's behavioral patterns. His conclusions are as follows. Firstly, from the earliest known confrontation until now, Rarer has never displayed any ability to manipulate the dimension of space. So it's unlikely he has any power in that domain. Secondly, he seems to have a particularly strong vendetta against our group. If we put him in a fight-or-flight situation, he'll choose to fight every time. Thirdly, finally, and most importantly, he is consumed by hatred, both for the moon and for his enemies. Turns out, we tick both of those boxes. We have a reincarnated moon in our ranks, and a spy who accessed his private memories without permission. He'll be baying for blood.
He's not wrong.
As someone who's had their fair share of interaction,
Like, he's not gonna want to leave us alone. Every time that he's almost gotten his hands on us, he's wanted to sell it right then and there.
Then I will defer to the verdict of the group.
Well, everyone, that's the plan in full detail. Albedo and DURIN are carrying out their part as we speak.
Plan approved. Scheduling.
Okay, any firepower you need, I got you covered. Let's light this baby up.
The Frost Moon Scions are behind you as well.
And the rest of you? No objections? All right, then it's settled. This is the plan we're going with. Next up, an old tradition of mine. Anyone who wants to back out, now's your chance.
Wait, we can still back out of this?
Everyone says things they regret, right? I don't want anyone feeling trapped because their mouth said yes before their brain had time to think things through.
Hey, I do that a lot.
A very people-first approach. I hear that's common practice in the Knights of Favonius.
No paid DLC, Pog.
From D-Luke?
We don't use people's real names at work. This contact will be known only as Owl, please and thank you.
This plan can only work if everyone does their part. Flint's and I will absolutely support it.
We shall indeed. You'll be glad you accepted our help. Also, you are the last person I expected to see here, Miss Dory.
It's not often I get called Dory in a work context. My peers usually call me Lord Sangamabe. So, the longer your name, The higher your net worth.
Right.
Is that the idea here? In that case, Mr. Flint's here must be worth a fortune. That's right. I know your full name. It's...
The walls are thin here. I'd appreciate you keeping that a secret.
Okay, fine. I'm actually only here as a favor for someone else. Do you have any idea how much it would cost to hire me otherwise?
Oh, does this mean something out there actually has the power to buy
Yes.
Story around?
Alice.
It most certainly does not. We have a long-standing and mutually beneficial business partnership.
Alice. She's talking about Alice.
Friend of yours. Said mom supplied me with a great little trinket, but now that lady's ruined everything. If I don't start building a little goodwill now, my whole business in Notcry is gonna go down the drain.
Okay. So what exactly is so special about this pendant?
It's a lucky charm that a great mage made for me. We have a business relationship, and she was worried that something bad might happen to me. So, she wanted me to have something that can store power to protect myself with. I finally got it all fully charged up with Kuvaki, and then never went and used it all up at once. Never lost so big in my life.
You're right. It was all my fault. I didn't mean to drain all the Kuvaki in the pendant, but I'll make it up to you.
You will?
Brother.
I knew you'd say that. Well, it's yours.
You're putting me in a difficult position here.
It's a very useful thing to have around, but I have a funny feeling it won't be around much longer. I guess we'll see in a couple of days.
Looks like bankruptcy for me.
Hey, don't be so pessimistic. See this through and you never know. You might find a new business opportunity on the other side.
Dory, how are things going? Feeling ready?
Oh, I was born ready. We only have 2 days. You think Lord Sangamabe would let an opportunity like this slip by? Don't forget, when something's in high demand, the people with the goods on hand get to charge the highest price of all, even higher than the sellers taking advance orders. Ta-da! See? It's right here.
Ah, it's so pretty. Did you make it?
No, I have a supplier. We go way back, so he made me a very attractive offer.
Aha! No wonder you were talking about lucky charms at the meeting. You've been getting Kame to make them for you.
That's not the full story. It actually started a while back as a project between me and the Dendro Archon. Mage Alice once warned me that this world won't stay safe forever. There may come a day when everyone faces a great crisis. I passed this on to the Dendro Archon, and she secretly brought together a research team made up of Sumeru's top scholars to invent a technology that could keep people safe. I won't go into the details because it's all very complicated.
Thank you, Nahida.
If you want to know more, you can ask the Dendro Archon about it sometime. Anyway, point being, it was the Dendro Archon who asked Kaveh to build this little contraption. As one of the top Kashara War talents, he was the obvious choice. Took him long enough. He stressed over it for ages. Must have gone through at least a dozen designs before producing a final product. But that's Kaveh for you. Marak delivered it to me a couple of days ago, along with a letter from Kaveh. Could I ask why I'm sending this technology to you? What's your proposed use case? Has it been approved by the relevant authorities? So nosy. My fault for sending him the research permit to begin with.
Surely Nahida must have told him you were involved in this project. He was probably just nervous because you're always so secretive about your business.
Could be, could be. Anyway, I just replied, let's hope there never has to be a use case, because it would involve grave danger.
Fair enough. But it sounds like he was just being cautious. He probably felt responsible as the one who made it.
Or maybe he was asking as a favor for his housemate. He's done that before. Not sure why, though. His housemate doesn't seem to really care that much about this kind of stuff. Either way, all's well that ends well. I'm just glad to finally have my hands on the product. I wouldn't want to be without it, given the potential dangers that lie ahead.
Ah, yes, like fighting literal Satan.
What does that look mean?
Paimon's just super surprised. This must be the first time we've ever seen you actually get serious about something.
Well, a long time ago, I made a promise.
Yeah, it's the only time you haven't pissed me off.
Promised that I was gonna live
Thank you for thine hideaway.
beaming smile. Obviously, Mora plays a big part in that. But there are always gonna be times in life when you have to give something back. That could mean paying back a debt, returning a favor, or showing some kindness. Alice has been a huge help to me over the
Alice
years.
mention.
She was the first investor I ever had. And I want my investors to know that Lord Sangamabe is the best in the business. And more than that, no one knows what the future will bring. Whatever happens, I want to make sure the Dendro Archon and all of Sumeru is prepared to face whatever comes. Oh, that? I was just making sure Nefer and I are square. Don't be thinking it was some sort of benevolent act. I'm no saint, so don't treat me like something I'm not. My priority is doing the business that I want to do. So long as my conscience lets me, but it usually does. That's the Lord Sangamabe business model.
Alright, if you say so.
I do say so, and that's the whole point. I'm a businesswoman. Don't go trying to figure out what kind of person I am. You'll exhaust yourself. Much easier for everyone involved if you just take my word for it. Oh, and could you two help me get this stuff where it needs to be? Thanks so much. You're my favorite assistants.
I will still knock you out, lady. Also glad because yay for no playing Fortnite.
Traveler, Paimon, it's good to see you.
W freedom.
Everything going smoothly over here?
Sort of. As you're probably aware, Varka, DURIN, and I captured some abyssal creatures.
I'm also glad to have my freaking BP done, because now I'm gonna touch the game for like at least 3 months.
Of these creatures. The process went very smoothly. The findings, however, come with some troubling implications.
What? You can actually dissect the wild hunt?
That depends on your definition of wild hunt and dissection.
Harmless, lifeless. These words are accurate descriptions.
The wild hunt is an interesting phenomenon. In and of itself, it doesn't seem to possess anything akin to a human personality. But taken as a collective, the medium through which the wild hunt is summoned does appear to have a soul. Master griped a lot about the wise Horoptetyr, and seemed somewhat fascinated with the foul certology. But she...
But yeah, that's because you and others like do a bunch of like other maps and other things to get your XP. I don't feel like doing none of that.
Anyway, it's a pity. I should like to hear her thoughts on the nature of the life form he has become today.
That, and I do like, I enjoy grinding my past like normally, albeit it takes longer.
Channeled through a fractured physical existence.
I do enjoy the process. It's just in this instance, I've just had so many other things come up that it's like, it was kind of just like a necessary thing I need to get done at some point, just so I can have it done since I bought it.
Oh, sorry. Once I get talking about interesting research,
That, and I'm just not really, I'm just not really the type of person that like, I want to get a pass and then I immediately get to like level 100. Because then it's like, again, because for me, that's my main incentive to play. So it's almost, I kind of don't want to burn through it like that, because then it's like, what the fuck am I getting on the game for?
But in my view,
you know?
That would be inaccurate. In reality, his whole being has been consumed by the abyss.
But again, that's just, like, there's nothing wrong with that. It's literally, that's just me, because my motivation to play is whatever battle pass or whatever thing that I'm grinding for.
We have no means of completely eradicating abyssal power. Hence, we cannot fundamentally destroy the Ray here of Solnari either.
Oh, that's terrible news. So, that's it? We can't defeat him? Not even if we get the power of the 3 moons?
Miss Columbina's situation is a difficult one. She can never achieve wholeness when the world does not accept her presence.
God, he looks so good, dude. I want to kiss his face. DURIN may possibly get a screen on my phone. He's getting one. I think he's gonna get one. I love DURIN. Plus, I need more dick on my phone anyways. I have too much fucking boobs everywhere. I need some men. I say as I then pick one of the more less masculine looking men.
Paimon almost forgot. This is for you. Dory asked us to bring it.
Ah, how wonderful. Well, thank you for making the trip.
I got a bit more Nintendo since the Music Pass released like 2 or 3 days before my...
Sorry I won't be there to protect you in person this time. Please be careful.
Alright then. Stay safe.
I love you, Durin. I love you, Durin. I love you. I need you. I love you. Decent, like, stamina. I don't know. I don't even know if it's worth doing that, honestly.
Miss Lauma, is everyone here?
Yes. The fate of my flock is in your hands, Grandmaster Varka. Please keep them safe.
My lady, what are you saying?
Within the next 24 hours, we will face the biggest crisis the world has ever seen. This is not a burden that we deserve to bear, but I believe that we reap what we sow in this life.
Now the other passes aren't getting new season until after the Simpsons season, thus screwing. Yeah, chewing.
That means fighting.
Thankfully for me, like, I haven't subscribed to Crew in like months, so like it don't make a difference for me for real.
Master of the Knights of Favonius, Varka, Knight of Boreas.
And at this point, I don't even know what the hell I'm gonna even buy in the game anymore. Unless they literally put like the love of my life in the video game, I ain't spending nothing. Because nothing's going to beat out the 2 skins I have. Like the literal only other thing they could have done, they did, which is give me another version of one of my favorite skins.
The biggest strengths are honesty and hard workingness. Anyway, point is, I don't intend to let Lauma down. I'm gonna do everything.
Caked up skeleton pumpkin head skin. I wouldn't even like that though. Dang.
Something on your mind?
Miss Columbina, was it? I believe that's how the others addressed you.
That's right. Names are funny things.
Oh, you meant that's an actual skin that's coming out.
Yes.
It's coming next week, and I hope I get a discount because they gave out her pickaxe and backlink to Twitch drop.
I have a different relationship with names than other people. To be
In
honest,
theory, you should, since you already own the other pieces.
at least, not in the same way that Dainsliff is yours. But it's what everyone calls me, and I go.
But also, comment Epic is like evil
A lot of my
and loves money.
that way.
Yeah, but like they could literally just like not do that.
Get to question why they are so. I never used to think much about where names come from, or what they mean to people. Maybe something's wrong with me.
Nah.
You're different from other people. I sensed it the first time we met.
You're more perceptive than most. I'm sure your long life and rich range of experience explains that. Do you ever find yourself missing Conria, Mr. Dainsliff?
Difficult to answer. I have dreamed of the past many, many times. Sometimes I'm fighting tooth and nail. Other times I'm lying on the ground, defeated. I don't recall any happy moments from that time. It has been too long.
Is that because hatred survives longer than love and affection?
That would not be for me to say. I make no excuses for the grudges I bear.
Charging 1,500 for just a skin and no back bling, bruh.
I remember little that was
Sounds about Epic Games.
sentimental. Thank you for your help with the Revere situation. Without your efforts, I never could have learned the hidden truth of his story.
You're welcome. I know he's your friend.
Friend?
I freaking hate that too. Like honestly, like the way that certain things are priced in that store is so wild.
I never really understood what
Like again, even like with the bundle, it's like literally if you don't buy the bundle, it makes no sense. It's like the same thing that Valorant does with like the knives. Like the knife will be like 60,000. That's like no, yeah, 6,000 freaking Radiant like Valorant points, and then the whole bundle is 72.
I need some time.
And then like the individual, like if you're gonna buy more than like one individual skin, you may as well get the whole freaking bundle, whether you want all of it or not. Or if you want the knife, you may as well get the whole freaking bundle because it costs damn near the whole bundle to buy the knife.
Something happened that changed my perspective on a situation. A situation I took for granted at the time, but now I feel very grateful for it.
I'm supposed to Scooby-Doo Power Rangers 1,200. Buh.
Even though you've left the Fatui.
Yes. I always thought they were only helping me because Harbingers are forced to work together. But then I abandoned them. A warrant was even put out for my arrest. And even now, they still support me. Which means I was wrong about them all along.
Clearly, they view you as a friend.
I feel a little guilty now. I regret not seeing her help for what it was, and not treasuring it. I see the guilt that you're feeling now, because I feel it too. Hopefully, talking about it will do us both some good. Have you noticed that the Traveler and Paimon are over there?
No, we're not.
They've been listening.
No, we're not. What are you talking about?
Shall we say hello?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Sure. Hello. Ah! They caught us!
I apologize for making you worry. No doubt you wish to know where I stand on the plan to take down the Recher of Solnari.
All licensed skins. Yeah.
Will seriously consider.
Again, that is very much Epic Games. Epic Games is one of those companies that it's like they're just literally greedy. If Biblical Greed was a freaking company, because respect the way they don't even need to do any of this. Most of the money grubby things that Epic Games does, they don't need to do because they don't need the money. They make so much money. It's honestly the same thing as Hoyoverse for me. It's like they make so much money that it's like you don't even need to do money grubbering things because you make so much money.
Think about whether you're willing to join us.
My character.
Ah, you're earlier than I expected.
Hey, Flint's! Been waiting here long?
Not too long. I came a little early so I'd have some time to think.
Are you nervous about the
Or like the freaking pickaxe is like, bro, what do you mean I have to pay like almost damn near 700 V-Bucks to get a pickaxe that's aesthetically fitting from the character I'm buying?
I had not touched a weapon in many years. I felt like the battlefield was not where I belonged. But after waging war against the Wild Hunt for so long, I came to realize something. A life of absolute peace is simply not a possibility for me. My restless flame indicates that somewhere inside of me, there is a deep yearning to root out the evil in this world.
Oh, that doesn't sound like such a bad thing.
Well, in the past, when I was a Fae whose primary concern was hibernation, it was hardly ideal. But it certainly serves me well here in the present. And I am delighted to be able to join forces with you in this endeavor.
Looks like I'm not the first to arrive.
Ah, Miss Lauma.
Did you sleep okay last night?
I struggled to settle down at first, because of the nerves. But don't worry, I got enough sleep in the end. I'll be just fine. Please, I'm just doing my part.
Never! Over here!
Aino asked me to relay a message. She said Anefa will be on high alert and keep a close watch over all secondary districts where defense is required, providing support as necessary. Meanwhile, Aino herself will provide range support to us directly, using her latest invention.
She built an orbital cannon.
My thanks to all involved.
That is terrifying to look at.
Chestnut's looking a little unstable.
It won't hold him much longer. We should be prepared to engage at a moment's notice.
No sense sitting around.
If it was generic, I mean, what would you want him to sound like?
While we still have the option.
I agree. Paimon, find a safe hiding.
What would you like our lovely, soulless, borderline lifeless man to sound like?
I will.
Everyone, take your positions as soon as the battle starts. Every ounce.
I mean, it's not like he's a literal husk.
Let us bring to this fight.
I feel like if he was more soulless, it would like kind of conflict with like how he actually is as a person.
I've seen all your futile ploys before.
But he's very much like the definition of like appearances aren't what they seem.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
You are merely a moment of sport before I tear down the moon.
Yeah. Blah 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 blah. Shut your. Oh, that looks pretty. That looks pretty. Wait, I kind of need that. Wait, I need that. That may or may not be thumbnail.
Yep, you too.
Oh wait, I'm getting hit. Ow. Why'd you switch me to Hydro? Oh wait, actually, I guess I kind of do need to be Hydro. Okay, so he just doesn't care. He just doesn't care. He just doesn't care. Like he actually just doesn't care. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. Okay. I miss my bloom. I'm depressed. This is probably gonna feel really awkward. Ow.
Be silent. Are you quite finished? Observe. Night falls. Be silent. Great. Go.
Oh wait, I don't have freaking stamina. I need stamina, game.
Seek within. With one heart, we pray.
Close your eyes to dust.
Time to come clean.
Ow, rude. Again, ow, rude.
Be silent. Close your eyes.
I don't appreciate the sheer amount of health he has in comparison to me. I feel like I've been hitting him for 10 years and he has way too much health still. Hello?
And so shall it end.
Will protect you.
Ow. Oh, yoo-hoo. He left. Okay, but like, I can't hit him though. Oh. Wait, I'm stupid. Only problem, I can no longer heal. Oh, I'll just fuck myself.
As you foretold.
Ow.
Your foul spirit is not welcome here.
The mystery unravels.
Okay, you never really realize how much freaking how much application you need until you don't have it. Ow, sir, please stop. Have some water. Have some water. Have some more water. Get squirted on. Continue to be squirted on.
With one heart, we pray. Poor lost lamb.
It all falls into place.
Okay, asshole, just dodge out of it. No, that's fine. Just dodge out of it. No, that's fine. That's fine. No, that's fine. That's so fine. That's actually so fine. That's so fine. That's like so fine, actually.
Close your eyes. You to hunt them down. Be silent.
Leave this place.
Go. Wipe out.
No more lies.
Let's see what you're made of.
Honestly, genuinely, it will be easy. Okay, no. On one end, I want to say it will be easier if it wasn't like if they gave me Pyro Traveler, it wouldn't be as bad. But I understand why they gave me Hydro Traveler here, given that like I need Hydro application to do half the stuff I can do on his team. Why does he have a second HP bar? Hello? So you're just cheating. You're just cheating. You're just pulling shit out.
Stuck outside the barrier. I guess he really doesn't like us.
You're just making shit up at this point. You're just like he's just making shit up. He's just making shit up.
Be careful what you wish for.
Run or hide.
Again, in freaking the case of Hydro Traveler is like a very funny case. Because his freaking abilities aesthetically look so freaking lame in comparison to like anything else that you could have done with him.
Hold on, where? Silence.
Wall of light. Ow.
But at least I know they're still there. I need to focus. Stick to the plan. Remember my most important task. Just keep stalling him. If I
It also doesn't help that freaking Hydro Traveler is ass. I mean, not Hydro Traveler. Hydro Traveler is ass. And you're forcing me to use him with a character who very much wants to be up in the person's face with a guy who was flipping around 24/7. Where'd he go? This is actually so unnecessary. I have no stamina. 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 Do we though? Do we really? Do we? Do I scored on him? I don't think I scored on him. I don't think we scored on him.
The shield's broken. I can't keep this up.
Don't push your luck.
Your death is within my grasp.
No more lies. Absurd.
You want to come near these balls? Thanks.
Can't hide the truth. No more lies. The deception ends here.
Like, brother. I'm just squirting on this man for fun. Ow. That kind of hurted. I don't appreciate you hurting me like that. And then also the ball missed because of course it did.
Can't hide the truth.
Oh my god, bro, that reminds me of that freaking time where the freaking glitch happened with Hydro Traveler and his freaking what's it called? The freaking Shao lanterns.
There's no other way.
I'm about to say, yo, Nefer, please save me. I'm like, bro, please get me out of this boss fight.
Is to borrow his own power. That means Columbina will have to disappear while you two bear the brunt of his attacks. You have to hold on. Find a way to keep him focused on killing the two of you.
Nefer, your eyes are bleeding.
Oh.
Soon you will be powerless to resist. And then I will reduce you to dust.
But that dust will plague your memories. Come on. Keep holding on.
Any other tricks up your sleeve? Let's see them. As entertaining as they are. You've backed yourself into a corner.
You don't fool me. I see your fear clear as day. I have to stoke his rage. Make him unleash everything. You fear what you could never defeat. You fear the
So basically we're attempting to rage bait him. Got it.
your beloved.
Damn.
You cannot win the fight against fate, Rarier.
Is that what you think?
Well, yep, that'll do it. That'll do it.
You fear the sound of your own name?
Is it us you hate? Or is it what you've become?
Let's see what becomes of you.
Get bodied, idiot.
What's happening? That power. I've seen it.
Yes, that's my boy. Oh, look at him. Look at baby.
His power is on another level. We'll need to use an alchemical array to convert his power into a usable form. Then quickly channel it into Columbina, rendering her powerful enough to compete with him.
I'll join you. I can help.
Hi, baby boy.
Into a confined space, it'll create a potential difference, allowing us to extract elemental energy. Next, I'll synchronize with everyone's minds using pyro, then give you temporary access to their abilities and fields of view. But it won't last long. Can you see?
Well enough.
God, I love Durin.
So, we have a student of Gold Rhine-Daughter in our midst.
How about that?
Get his ass! Oh, I hit my microphone. I hit my microphone. Oops. Get his ass!
You use my own power against me?
Just like how you stole Kuvaki. Look familiar?
Now you're bondage. Yay!
Don't you realize you don't have the power to hold that gate open?
I don't, but someone else
Woo!
Goodbye, Reverie.
We won.
I need him in my game now. I need him in my game. I need him in my game now. 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 I need him now.
Nefer, how are your eyes?
They're fine. From the blindness, of course.
It's not too late.
Let me handle it. Miss Nefer, it's not like you to lose your composure. That was the most reckless thing I've ever seen you do.
Reckless how? The situation was critical. Our lives were at stake. We had to do something.
Even so. Okay. I guess you're right. Under the circumstances, it was a wise decision. You traded your eyes for an incredible victory. In business terms, I suppose that's a huge return on investment.
I'd be hard-pressed to argue otherwise.
Still, I don't like this outcome, and I don't want you to lose your sight for good. People suffer when they make sacrifices they shouldn't have to make. Whether that means faith, strength, or in this case, your ability to even see. I had hoped you could win without sacrificing so much as a single hair on your head.
Thank you. Really.
All done. Don't try and open your eyes just yet. We'll see how you're doing in a couple of days. Until then, please follow your recovery plan to the letter. I'll send full details through Yehoda. For now, just get yourself home, relax, and rest. My dear friends, we have fought bravely and achieved a spectacular victory. A dark cloud has been lifted from the skies of Nodcry. All in this land will be grateful for what you have done.
The moon will remember this day. Thank you both.
Wait, yo, wait, give me this too. Also potential thumbnail, give it to me. Yoink. All these, like, yo, Genshin, Man, thanks for looking out for me, homie. Thank you for giving me potentially so many different thumbnails I can utilize. The sight of Nefer navigating the robe of her eyes closed was a new one for you. She proceeds cautiously, but as her silhouette disappears into the distance, you notice she seems almost smug.
There's something I want to let you know.
What is it?
That he won't stay there?
When Durin connected everyone's
Never mind.
so I could access their powers, I also felt everything they felt. And since Nefer's eyes were injured, my eyes are hurting now too.
Oh. She feels our pain.
Hold on. Let me try.
I only feel the pain. There's no actual damage. I just thought I should tell you.
You're right. There's no damage. That's a relief. But I must say, I'm surprised to hear the Kutar share something like this with me. In the past, you never used to open up about yourself.
Things are a little different now from how they were. I'm learning to share how I truly feel with my friends.
Friends? How glad I am to hear that.
You can't help but break into a smile at the word friends as a warm, fuzzy feeling fills your chest. One by one, your fellow teammates report in to inform you that everything is under control. At Llama's insistence, you lie down. You fought on the front line against Verrier, and now you need rest.
Yay! You're awake! How you feeling? Any aches and pains? Did you sleep well?
I'm doing all right, Paimon. No need to worry about me.
Phew! Well, that's good. Paimon's been sitting on the edge of the bed worrying about you for ages. You slept a whole day and night. Poor Paimon had to eat.
Bro, on everything I don't even know if I said this already, but if I didn't, I'm say it again. If the end of this game, Paimon becomes like the big bad, like she is like the big penultimate evil or whatever, and I have to choose between either choosing Paimon or Rest of Teyvat or whatever the case may be, I am choosing Paimon. Every time I will choose Paimon. This freaking little spirit has stuck by me through everything. This is my goat. This is my goat.
Glad to hear you didn't starve. How was the food?
Like, Paimon loves us down, bro. I will never abandon her. I don't care about nothing or nobody. I'm never abandoning Paimon.
She couldn't enjoy the food and settle down to sleep.
Like, come on, bro.
Oh yeah, and Albedo swung by earlier. He said to tell you to head to the tavern when you woke up. Varker and the others are organizing a victory feast and they want to celebrate with you. He also dropped off some medical supplies, but you seem fit as a fiddle, so guess you won't be needing those. If you're feeling up to it, let's head over now. Wouldn't want to keep them waiting.
Yeah.
We're here.
God, I need him. I need him. I need I need him.
Traveler and Paimon! Perfect timing. We were literally just saying how there's no way we're holding this victory feast without you any longer, and we would have postponed it till tomorrow.
How are you feeling today?
Much better.
Oh my god, we're talking!
Don't worry about me.
Relieved to hear it. If that changes, just let me know. Happy to check you over at
Bro, can we like kiss? Can me and Durin kiss?
We're here for you. Anything you need, just let us know.
Bro, unironically, I think if I were to ever get like fan art of myself, like drawn with a Genshin character, other than like literally Xiao, it would probably be Durin simply because it will be such a fitting image, dude. Me and Durin paired together goes crazy.
Nefer's right over there.
What?
I'm sure she'd love to catch up with you.
Like, look at him, look at me, look at him, look at me. I need that, but also, Vio needs that too.
I see you've recovered.
You bet. Snooze his way to a full recovery.
Glad to hear it. A healthy body is paramount. Nothing else in life is possible without it. So take it slow. You can't afford an injury.
Paimon too. You really saved the day when you swooped in to open that gateway.
I came to accept that although Rerir was my friend in the past, here and now, He was an enemy that must be defeated. Though I will never fully understand what happened between us, I could not let this crisis deepen any further. We fought a very necessary battle, and you played your part admirably.
Yeah! And if you ever need to talk, just remember, we're always here.
I'll do that.
I thought of 1,000 ways to congratulate you, but now you're here, words are failing me.
The honorary knight stuns them speechless once
Alright, Ethan, that was hard. That was hard. You hit that. He hit that.
Well said. The honorary knight showed us all how it's done. The other knights told me that Mondstadt was the first stop on your journey. All of us are truly delighted to count you as our friend. I'd like to thank you for supporting the Knights of Favonius, and also for helping us save Nodcry. Nonsense! Of course I'm gonna mention it. This is more than just business. It's a relationship. And there could be no relationship without showing gratitude where it's due.
Oh, her eyes are open.
Are you recovering well? Turns out that moon chanter has some real talent after all. My eyes were mostly recovered after just a couple days rest. I can actually open them again now.
Yeah, but you gotta be careful. Lauma says not to strain your eyes while they're still healing.
Yes, thank you. I'm well aware.
Yehoda, could I borrow you for a moment? I could do with an extra pair of hands.
Oh, sure. Coming. Did you hear that? I gotta go help Lauma for a second.
Yehoda's so adorable.
Among yourselves. I'll grab us some drinks on the way back. Paimon, you still like 'em sweet?
You bet. Make it extra sweet, because Paimon's earned it.
Sure thing.
The Raker of Solnari. Kind of a snake, don't you think? No, definitely a snake. A poisonous one who spewed his venomous hatred everywhere. Anyone who seeks revenge out of hatred for other people has become a snake. That's something my dad used to say. Perhaps. I'm sure it sounds like a very wise and open-hearted perspective to your ears. But me? I think hatred is a perfectly justifiable emotion. What else is left when everything you depended on in life gets stripped away? Something's gotta fuel that drive to keep on living. If you're worried about me, you can nip that in the bud. I'm not someone who gets stuck in the past. It's just... I suddenly feel like I was wrong to call my father a liar. He was just a fool. That's why the Academia turned their back on him, and why the other tribes ganged up on him. Oh, Father. How much better things could have been if you were a skilled liar. Look at the Ibis King. Thoth is a fiendishly cunning liar. And yet, strangely, he feels more like a father to me than my real dad ever was. He's never brought it up, but I'd bet he feels the same way. Why else would he give me the power to perceive the truth, while at the same time training me in the art of deception? Well, King Deshret banished him to Aru, which is essentially a prison, and posed 3 questions to him. He promised that he'd have his freedom if he could find the answers. His response was to take on a physical form and approach me, hoping that I could become his envoy and search for one of the answers.
Bro, Varkas is staring at us. Hello.
Did he really think I'd fall for that? He's stuck there. He can't make me return what he gave to me. So that's enough for you to decide he's nice, is it? He's a prisoner, and he was scared. So he decided to perform some good deeds to win people's approval. He lives in fear because he's a deceiver. How is Rerir any different? You can't work as a spy your whole life and expect a happy ending. It's preposterous. Yet I can't say I don't understand it. Liars live in the darkness of their own making. But it's still human nature to want to go on living. They say that a liar's soul is the most worthless thing in the world. What do you think?
A liar's soul is the most worthless thing in the world? A liar's soul is the most worthless thing in the world. I mean, I guess on paper I can... I feel like there's more worthless things. But I do feel like if we're talking about someone like is an amp liar, I guess like on paper, like what is your soul worth if you kind of like do just literally give everything, lie your way through everything, you're willing to forsake anything, any bond, any connection, any word. Agree?
If you understand that,
Yay!
you're smart.
Yay!
You see things objectively. If you ask me, the soul of a liar really is.
Yeah, like that's like they'd forsake everything. So it's like, is their soul really worth anything?
When something good falls into my lap, I don't go sharing the news around. Stops other people trying to steal it from me. So be it. They have sharp ears. I can't keep anything from them. Wow, is that what it looks like? Well, you all know my past now. And I can't simply eliminate everyone who knows too much. So I guess I just have to put up with you.
Bro, she really is me coded. What the flark?
When you find yourself in a situation...
Me freaking sentence.
The safest play is to keep calm and start monitoring everyone involved like a hawk. In the intelligence world, you need to have a sense of perspective and play your hand accordingly. If you understand what's at stake, please ensure my secret is safe with you. I trust you'll respect my wishes as a friend. But don't forget, I will also be watching you like a hawk. Very good.
Oh wait! Now that the panic's over and we've all calmed down, Paimon suddenly remembered something. After all that build-up, our mystery ally never showed up even once.
Mystery ally? Who was... A sound's coming from in... Huh?
Am I imagining things?
I don't know what that's supposed to imply.
So, that close colleague who stayed behind with you? What's he been up to recently?
Don't know, don't care. I get more normal human interaction from hanging out with Bosco 2 than him. Although, now you mention it, he hasn't bothered me in a while. I wonder if...
If he's disappeared without a trace, it's the biggest gift he ever gave to the world. But I somehow doubt that's what's going on. He won't lie low forever. So we'd better stay on guard.
Who are they referring to?
Ah, Lord Sangama Bay. How lovely to see you. I must thank you for the device you provided. It was an enormous help. Would I be right in thinking that it was developed by the Academia?
Why come and ask me when you clearly know already?
I mostly came to thank you.
That's more like it. A little gratitude goes a long way with Lord Sangama Bay. Play your cards right, and you might even stand a chance of becoming my long-term supplier.
The chance to work with such a kind and charitable investor as yourself would be a great honor for the Curatorium.
Huh? Charitable? Who said anything about charity? First time hearing about it.
Let's see. The first plot of land you purchased in Nodcry, your desert interests, and...
Stop! What do you think you're doing? Exposing my investment history!
It's nothing to hide from. They're all perfectly legitimate investments. And some of the land you purchased was with the intent of building a sanctuary? Yes, I heard about that too.
Clock it.
You're a curious case, Lord Sangamabe. You don't like people finding out about your good deeds, do you? But I'm afraid no matter how hard you try to keep things under wraps, where there's a will, there's a way. You did it for Sumeru, didn't you?
It was empty land that was gonna go to waste otherwise. I figured if I built something there, it might at least get some use in an emergency. Disasters are capricious things. They strike without any warning. I've lost family to a disaster before, and I don't want to lose any friends or business partners if I can help it. My elder sister used to dream of finding a sanctuary. Somewhere with plenty of food, water, and medicine. Where everyone could live happy lives. It was something I looked into, but after discussing things with the Dendro Archon, I decided on a more effective strategy. The tech people handled the tech, and Moneybags provided the Mora. It just made the most sense.
It's a pity that so few people know the truth about you. Everyone says that you view everything in terms of Mora, and all you care about is growing your own wealth.
So, what's the problem with that? Everyone wants to be rich. It's human nature. So yes, I love Mora, and it's nothing to be ashamed of.
But surely you have dreams of your own beyond just making Mora.
You don't get it, do you? My dream is to invest in other people's dreams. And, you know, make a nice little slice for myself along the way. Just thinking about it makes me happy. That sweet, sweet sound of Mora.
Thank you.
For the device?
And the pendant.
Oh, that. I was just returning a favor. Don't worry about it.
Seems like we've both been away from home for a very long time.
Yeah. So long that I barely remember what my family even looked like.
That would be your mother, father, and sister?
Yeah, though it's been years since my sister passed away. It's not like I want to forget them, obviously, but memory can be even more ruthless than the most calculating business person. Beyond a certain point, if something isn't helping you, it just gets rid of it. My sister can't help me now. Slowly but surely, her face is fading from my mind's eye. It's become a vague impression.
Not everything will fade. When loved ones pass away, the beautiful memories are the ones that last the longest.
Yeah, that's true. If you ask me, that's the one silver lining in all of it.
Well, that, plus, I'm sure that life is much better now than it was back then.
Oh, absolutely. I have tons of Mora, a big beautiful house, business is booming, and I'm as happy as can be. You've got a lot going for you too. Boss of the Curatorium of Secrets? I'm sure there's plenty of Mora to be made in that line of work.
I appreciate the vote of confidence.
Bro, leave it to the freaking not cry quest to make me not hate Dory. Cause like this is the only instance where like she's talking, I'm not actively pissed off. DURIN!
How have you been holding up? Any adverse reactions? If you start to take a turn for the worse, make sure you tell me right away.
You don't need to worry about me, Grandmaster. I'm fine. I mean, I barely did it.
I will kiss you right now. Shut up.
What? You're too humble, young man.
You played an indispensable role in the battle for Notcry. We can't thank you enough for your support. Sometimes, when people praise you, it's because you deserve it. The best thing is to accept it calmly and with grace.
Little baby's learning how to be a human.
Let's do a quick demonstration. Albedo, that was an incredible feat of alchemy. The pressure was on, but you worked flawlessly at lightning speed to get the job done.
Thank you. I can't take all the credit, though. DURIN played a big part in forming the alchemical array.
See? Did you catch that? A masterclass in how to take a compliment.
Baraka looks so sexy.
Okay, yeah. I did work pretty hard to help prepare for the battle. No point denying that.
Hey, you guys!
Hey, look who's bounced back. Looking good, traveler.
Seems like you've recovered.
Wait, why do I have an element here?
Can I get you a drink?
Huh? You know how to order at a bar now? You've sure learned a lot recently.
Handling a drinks order is ridiculously simple compared to alchemy. Don't worry, I'll blend into society yet.
believes it. You're clearly a fast learner, just like your brother. To be totally honest, though, Paimon didn't quite follow all the details when you first explained the plan to us.
Don't worry, that's completely understandable. Unless you're a student of alchemy, it's hard to grasp the principle and how the process works.
To put it in the simplest terms, we saw how our enemy stole the power of Kuvaki. And that gave us the idea of stealing his power to turn it against him. When facing an enemy you have no hope of defeating, it's best not to engage them in battle. So, instead of looking for a way to overpower him, we decided to help Columbina get strong enough to at least stand up to him in a fight. For this to work, we had to analyze his modes of attack, confirm who his main target was, and make sure that he wouldn't go beyond the range of the alchemical array. For added security, we prepared a total of 4 arrays. But to mitigate the impact of the battle, we identified one location in particular as the ideal spot, which is where the confrontation took place. The alchemical array absorbed his abyssal power. Then DURIN processed it to render it usable by Columbina. That power enabled her to do what would otherwise have been nigh on impossible.
What surprised me was that Dainsleif actually agreed to join us. Given his history with Rerir, he had every right to sit this one out. But we're extremely grateful for the decision he made.
It must have been a painful choice to make. But I'm sure that making a decision was far better for him than staying in limbo.
Absolutely. He was torn between 2 paths, but in the end, he made his choice and stuck to it resolutely. He doesn't strike me as the sort of person who'd stay trapped in limbo for long. Anyway, however you cut it, everyone gave a stellar performance. And now, it's time to kick back and celebrate.
That's the only reason you're here. Yes. I've thought a lot about it. And I've realized that you, me, and Arlecchino should be friends. I think this is very important. So I felt I had to come and tell you. Well, this is a new one. I'm so moved. I can't even hold my teacup. If that's all, you can leave now. Do you not want to be friends with me? Or is it that you prefer being co-workers? What is this, Columbina? Are you deliberately testing my patience threshold? Right now, my politeness module is active. But if you say another word, I swear I'll shut it down. If your politeness module was active, wouldn't you say the word please at some point? Polonia, please see Lady Columbina to the door. Will you still invite me to your next tea party? What? Yes, I think you will. Bye-bye, dear Sandrone.
Bro, this girl stays getting... Is Naklai up there? Wait, why are we here?
Last time, the Wild Hunt escorted you out. Would you rather I handled it myself this time? We just wanted to, see how you were doing now that it's all over. Why? Out of concern for my safety? I hope you didn't seriously think that the Rahier of Solnari would be able to lay so much as a finger upon me.
Girl,
Prepared I was.
he beat your ass not once but twice.
Helped us out, so we just wanted to check you were okay. Looks like all your robots are fixed, huh? Oh, don't you worry about that. Tea time is already a write-off. The visitor before you managed to kill my appetite. If you're in the mood for tea, go ahead and help yourself. Otherwise, it's going to waste. My coasters are still missing in action, though. Use this notebook instead. Whoa! Pretty hefty notebook. Look at all those calculations. You can ignore those. They're just dumb scribblings. I doodle and write in my free time. Sometimes I remember the distant dreamlike past. Sometimes I imagine the far-flung future. And other times, I grit my teeth and note down all the crazy nonsense going on in the present. Some people do the crosswords in the newspaper. This is my equivalent of that. Trying to predict the future is like daydreaming. And writing about the present just makes me furious. The past is my favorite. If nothing else, it's already set in stone, so I don't have to rack my brains trying to figure it all out. Huh. Although, having said that, the only vaguely interesting memory in my past is probably that guy they call Lord Artificer. Who else? Pretty much all the mecha and Fontaine are his personal handiwork. Wait, are you saying you know him? Like, personally? As a friend? I mean, I guess we were friendly enough. Yep. In fact, I'm probably the only normal person left who knew him at all. We used to chat occasionally back when he was still around. Before he passed away, he asked me to destroy all his manuscripts. I honored his request, but I did read through everything first before destroying them. I mean, I couldn't let the genius of Lord Artificer Alain Guillotin disappear like that. Would have been such a waste. So, that's where the formulas in your notebook are from? I just told you. Those are my equivalent of crossword puzzles. They're just dumb formulas that I solve for fun when I'm bored. Alain's work was like epic poetry. The formulas in my notebook are just silly little riddles in comparison. Not that there's anything bad about them. I mean, at least, solving those riddles isn't going to hurt anyone. Except me, because I lose a few brain cells in the process. Anyway, while we're on the topic, I might as well tell you about what happened to him and his friends. Alain Guillotin had two close buddies, Renee and Jacob. They spent their childhood years together in the Narzissenkreuz Institute. They were all quite competitive, so there was some rivalry between them, but it was a friendly rivalry. But beneath the friendship and the rivalry ran something deeper, a sense of nostalgia for the past. Unfortunately, childhood would end, the prophecy would come true, the apocalypse would arrive, and the future would never be. A mad dream that would normally only capture the minds of lunatics began to take root in their hearts. A dream of saving the world. And if Renee and Alain had been people of lesser wits, that dream would probably have ended up as something for them to joke about in their older years. But alas, they were some of the sharpest minds around. They nurtured that dream with the full power of their intellect, and it grew into something that ate away at their souls. The first of them to fall under its spell was Renee. Against Alain's wishes, he persisted in experimenting on a mutual friend of theirs to try and save their life. Alain did not approve and parted ways with Renee. It's complicated. Alain wanted to believe that Renee only did what he did for the sake of their friendship. But when he told me about what happened, I could tell he still had some suspicions about Renee's motives. Perhaps the seed that would grow into a nightmare had already sprouted in Renee's mind. Even then, the next time they met, Renee's soul had been completely engulfed by the dream of salvation. His futile attempt to change the tide of fate only resulted in a wave that swallowed up the world, even before the apocalypse came. And although that wave died down eventually, I hear that it just recently came back with a vengeance. As I understand, Renee wanted to live out his dream of salvation once more. But I'm told that the attempted resurgence finally died out for good. At long last, Renee awoke from his deluded dream. Though of course by then it was far too late. What do you think of Renee? Do you admire his transcendent genius? His view that any price was worth paying to achieve the lofty goal of saving the world? Or do you despise him? Dismiss him as an evil madman who wrought havoc on the lives of everyone around him as he pursued his delusional dream? Same difference, really. Just a matter of perspective. Doesn't surprise me. You share one thing in common, after all. You both want to be the savior. The only difference is, your dream came true, and his, well, he wasn't the one who made it come true. I don't like fanatics who give up their whole lives for their ideology. Nor do I like fools who let their delusions take control. Maybe I could understand if Renee had just been an ordinary person. But he had a sage-like intellect. And still managed to get himself lost in the labyrinth of his own desires. Anyway, that's enough about Renee. Now, moving on to Alain Guillotin. He managed to put a stop to the first storm whipped up by Renee. But after that, Alain lost his friends and family.
Oh, I turned all off. I'm stupid.
Credit, I suppose, the loss of his family and friends was purely a tragic accident. It's not like Alain sacrificed them for his cause or anything. After that, the only thing supporting his work was the same dream that had dragged his closest friend down to the abyss. But although the desire to save Fontaine drove him to found the Fontaine Research Institute, Alain continued to reject any form of transcendental knowledge or power. He was suspicious and fearful of it, having seen the way it had affected his closest friend. I think that formulas and machines derived solely from human intellect were the only thing that gave him a sense of spiritual comfort. Yet Alain's intellect was simply too great. It barely left him space to breathe in his lifetime. Once he realized that the end of his life was approaching, he finally accepted the truth. The Nazissenkreuz Institute needed someone, and a human being, to see its story through to the end. He quit working on his formulas, trading them in for the fairy tales that had played such a formative role in his childhood, but which he barely touched in his adult life. He told me that the director of the Nazissenkreuz Institute used to read those fairy tales to the children as bedtime stories. Apparently, they worked wonders at sending kids off to sleep. I think that all he wanted at that time in his life was to be able to sleep deeply without being plagued by depression. By that point, nothing else really mattered. At the very end, he laid down to rest in the ruins of the former Nazissenkreuz Institute orphanage, while the Fontaine Research Institute he had founded continued tirelessly with its work. Many years after that, tensions over competing dreams would once again cause a rift, this time between members of the Fontaine Research Institute. But the actions of those fools had nothing at all to do with Alain. And that is the story of two people from the Nazissenkreuz Institute who both wanted to save the world. One went all in on his fantasy of salvation without ever looking back, and ended up calmly sinking to the bottom of the deepest sea. The other sought desperately to burn bright in his life, even though he wasn't sure where he was going. I do sometimes wonder, why is it that people like them have such grand hopes of saving the world? Even the grandest tree starts as a tiny seed. So perhaps, for each of them, their mission to save the world began with a very simple desire: to save themselves. They were young children with friends and family who mattered to them, desires to explore the meaning of life, ambitions to have a successful career. They didn't want to see all of that taken away in one fell swoop. Or maybe they just wanted to find something to anchor themselves within the chaos, to stop them getting quietly swept away by the storms of life. But instead, the search for their own salvation took them down the rocky road laid out by fate. Do you think the desire to save oneself is enough of a justification to try and save the world?
Desire to save oneself is enough of a justification to try and save the world? Like, how I'm thinking about it, like, I'm thinking about it in the context of, like, instances where people kind of, like, they may not exactly be the most heroic, but they selfishly decide to be heroic. And it's like, if the world blows up tomorrow, right? I can't exist. There's no, like, I can't exist if there's no world for me to exist in. So for the sake of me existing and living for tomorrow, I'll save the world. Not because I care about the world, but because I care about myself and I can't exist without the world.
The way you said that sounded sounded just like Alain. I asked him the same question back when he was in his prime, putting all of his energy into his work.
I keep forgetting I turned it all off.
He gave the exact same answer as you did. No elaboration, just a quick short answer before getting right back to his work. He was always that way. All right, tea time's over. I owe Arlecchino a favor for telling me these stories. I'll have to bring a whole sack of gifts the next time I visit the House of the Hearth. I'm gonna go tinker with Polonia now. You guys can do whatever you want, as long as it doesn't involve interrupting me. Polonia, exit hibernation mode. Begin diagnostics.
I was about to say, what other quest could I have possibly unlocked just now? Hello? Also, give me that while I'm standing here. Yoink. Thank you. Okay. What? Whoa. Is that a chest that hasn't been addressed by me? Wait a minute. I might need to touch that. Okay. This is so strange. This is like foreign. I'm not used to like, actually, okay, why am I suddenly seeing hella chests? But yeah, I'm not like used to being done with a story quest like so soon. Like the patch came out, chat, the patch came out this week and I actually finished it the week of it coming out. That is like insane to me, at least. Insane. Also, thank you for the 560 premos. I appreciate it because I'm poor. And after that, yeah, I'm gonna need all my stuff for him because I need his weapon. It's a need and I want is a need.
Emotions are like
But I love that quest. I love that quest. Both acts, I am glad that I played them separately. I think if I tried to do it all at once, it low-key would have made me feel a bit fatigued. But both acts were truly spectacular. And I already love these characters so much. So much. I don't even know like how to put my thoughts into like words. I will definitely say I like the direction that they're going with the Notcry stuff. I don't know where the hell we're going from here though, because like on paper, Sandroni seems to not want me dead. And I don't know what in the world is going to happen in the next few patches. But I'm very excited to see where it goes. I also just wasn't expecting, I guess like, again, am I used to it? I wasn't expecting so much like raw characterization of so many of these characters, but like I'm here for it. Truly, I am. But time for me to disappear because I gotta, bro, this is gonna take like a century for me to edit. Oh my god.